Rode microphones are the official microphones of BeTerrific. Find out more at rodemic.com.
Welcome to the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. Sorry we're a little late today. We had some technical difficulties. I'm not sure what it was exactly, but we've had to reroute our equipment and make it work. You guys are the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. Thanks for the heads up, by the way, because we didn't even realize that we were about to go live and we had some issues. It's been an interesting day all around. I have to say that. We'll get into a lot of that. A lot of exciting stuff to get to. You want to reach out to us. There are plenty of ways. First of all, you can join our Slack chat, and that is BeTerrific.com/Slack. Converse with us and the rest of the Terrifics 24 hours a day. And when we're live on air, you can also sneak your questions and comments on air because we'll read them. In addition to that, you can reach us on social media at BeTerrificTV on all social media platforms. We're starting to build up our Facebook presence, which I think is exciting to a lot of people. I know that one of our highlights from the Squeegee interview was really exciting and reached a lot of people overnight, so that was cool. It's cool to see that getting promoted by Facebook a little bit as well. And we've just, we got to grow this. You're the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. We got to tell everybody positive content is wanted. We got to show the world, and you guys are helping us do that. So just remember, knock on and tell the guy sitting across the cubicle from you, hey, listen, check out BeTerrific.com/live, and we're live all the time, Monday through Friday, and it's 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern, but we're thinking of extending the show, so we're thinking of doing 3 to 5 or 4 to 6, but I think 3 to 5 is better, so I can spend some time with Jack. All right, and you can email us, connect@BeTerrific.com. That's email. We love that. We love your feedback. Keep it coming. I'm still working on setting up something for Cloud9 Exotics. I think we might be able to put that in the works. If you want to drive these amazing cars at Cloud9 Exotics, Lambos, Ferraris, all this stuff, they're having an event this week at MetLife Stadium on Saturday. All you have to do is go to cloud9exotics.com, cloud9exotics.com, and you can sign up to be part of it. They still have a couple of seats left in those cars, and you'll get, I think it's like $100, and you get to drive a bunch of different cars, GTR, Ferrari F430, Lambo Gallardo, all sorts of great stuff. So you're going to want to do that, and you get time off the road. You're on a track at the Meadowlands MetLife Stadium in the parking lot, so it's a safe environment, and you can have a lot of fun and do some cool things with the cars and not have to worry about driving it in traffic or cracking up an exotic car. So Cloud9 Exotics, we had them on yesterday. I think we might go down there actually and do something with it. Super cool, and I think they have 1 or 2 slots available, so you might want to check that out, cloud9exotics.com. It's like $100 to jump in a car. We got the Slack chat open. Everybody's chattering about that. So much to get to. I was caught in the pouring rain today, which you'll understand in a minute, and yeah, I didn't take that off. Supposedly you can swim with it. Some people are doing it. I wasn't going to be one of the guys that did it, but I have to say I'm impressed by the fact that I got it soaking wet and nothing happened. I wouldn't dare do that with my phone. And in addition, I got some other things I'm impressed about it by. I actually am softening to it. I'm not sure I'm going to keep it. I'm not sure that I need to spend the money on it, but certainly nothing earth-shattering. I like its style, and I like a couple of the features. We'll get to that. What I want to get to first is something really awesome. VolleyChick, Team VolleyChick, is a team in the AVP, and it's owned by Di Pearson. She's an amazing woman. We've known her for a long time, and she does a lot of great stuff. Unfortunately, we wanted to go follow her today in Rye to speak to young kids and bring AVP to the young kids and have the AVP players speak to them and play for them. And I think that that's really a cool event. She loves to give back. It's part of Team VolleyChick's motto and what they do, and to spread the gospel of the sport. But we actually decided that it'd be maybe a little bit more fun to go and hang out with some of the volleyball players from Team VolleyChick as they practice and get ready for the AVP event this weekend in New York City. It's a reasonable ticket. You can go Thursday for the qualifying, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the events. Very reasonable. You can spend the day watching guys and girls play volleyball on the beach. We went to Pier 6 in Brooklyn. It was a lot of fun. And it's pretty awesome. We get to know some of the members of Team VolleyChick and some of the other AVP members. I love what Team VolleyChick is doing. It would have been nice to see what Di did this morning, but we'll do that another time. And in the meantime, let's check out some action and then talk about it from Team VolleyChick. I think we've got some really cool action to see first, and then some interviews that follow, and a tip or two for me as well. We had a lot of fun with the players. Dana was awesome. Kim was awesome. These guys are really experienced. They know what they're doing. And, of course, it was pouring rain. So it was a lot of fun. Check it out. Of Team VolleyChick and from the AVP. And what I want you to do, this thing's ringing. Wow, this Apple Watch. I'm going to dismiss that call. I don't know how to mute it so it doesn't ring. I guess I got to figure that out and read the book so that I can set it to silent during the show, the Apple Watch. I haven't played that much with it. I do know this. It told me in the car when we were sitting in traffic as we rushed back to get that footage in and cut it a little bit together, it told me I was not active enough, which was interesting. Of course, I'm sitting in traffic in New York City. What do you want me to do? The car isn't even active enough. Anyway, I thought those girls, they're really good, and they had a lot of fun there. It was pouring rain at times and then drizzling at other times. It was really interesting. The AVP event is this weekend. It's really exciting. It actually starts tomorrow with the qualifying in New York City on the West Side Highway on the piers. And this is, I don't know, it's not the first time they brought it to New York City, but certainly I think it's one of the first times it's been in Manhattan. So let's hear from some of the players. What do you think? I think Greg certainly enjoyed this shoot, by the way, as well. And I think he did a great job shooting some of that footage. I certainly enjoyed it because I think that you're going to enjoy these interviews, and we had a lot of fun. So check out, I think this is Meg that's up first, and she was awesome. She's not a Team VolleyChick member, but she was super cool. And then we've got some Team VolleyChick members as well. But they're all playing together and having a good time and practicing together. I think that's awesome. She wanted to take the mic from me. She said, I want to interview you. So we started with that. We had a little bit of fun, and then we'll get to the real interviews after that. So check out Meg.
Hi there, I'm Meg Dawson here with the on-screen talent. What's your name again, sir?
I'm Greg.
Greg.
No,
Greg.
I'm Michael. I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah,
the audience
right.
knows.
Greg the intern. Okay,
Greg,
his name
yeah.
is Michael. Michael, tell me about the shoes that you're wearing today to a sand volleyball court.
Oh, wow. Well, I'm wearing
Can we
these.
zoom in on that
These
camera
are Nike Lunar Glides. They're pretty worn. They wouldn't be my choice of cool shoes, although I think they're pretty cool. They're very comfortable, and they're a little bit worn, so I wear them to things that they might get messy on. I know I should take them off, shouldn't I? When in Rome, do it.
I think you should
All right,
just do it.
Let's just do it. Here we go. You got to just do it because they look silly. All right. Oh, I got my socks dirty. This is awful. My socks are all dirty now. It's wet. The sand is. Oh, and I turned the shoe upside down. This is going to be disastrous later. But hey, I'll roll with it.
That's
All
right. So tell us, are you going to be playing in the event here on Friday?
You have a much better tan than me. Look at this. Look at your feet versus my feet. Do you see that?
I do.
Yeah, this is
And my
awful.
toenails are much prettier.
Yeah, well, you got a pedicure going there. So, what you were asking me a question?
Right. So what are you going to? Are you going to be competing in the event that's going to be here tomorrow?
Well, I'm trying, and I'm hoping that you guys will give me some tips today that will lead to me qualifying tomorrow and then making it into the tour. I've come all the way from Austria. I'm the Austrian dream, and I just want to know if I could do this. I've done a lot of other things in my life that have been amazing, Terminator and
Jumping out of helicopters.
Get down. Get in the chopper.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, I think we can probably give you some tips to get you on the tour. And then what are you going to do once you're on the tour, once you're a professional volleyball player?
The only thing I know how to do is win.
That seems to be enough, I think.
Honestly, what would I do on the volleyball tour? The first thing is I would say I'd play like Agassi or Roddick. That's really what I have to liken myself to on the volleyball court. I'd go for home runs mostly. Okay. Honestly, I like winning, and I like the intensity and the passion those guys would bring. So, like Misty May and Kerry Walsh, they brought a lot of intensity, but there are a lot of other players that bring intensity. I think you're going to bring a lot of intensity and passion. And so, like, I'd be the guy who, I'd somehow make that spike, which is impossible because I can't, my vertical's not that good, and I'm only about...
We'll get him a trampoline, right, intern?
Trampoline, and then I'd have like the fist pump going. I'd be like, and I get the crowd. I jump up on. I'd be Happy Gilmore.
Crowd goes wild.
Yeah, the crowd goes wild. Exactly. I'd be the Happy Gilmore of the AVP.
I look forward to seeing that. Now, what keeps you hydrated when you're playing at that optimum level?
I drink a lot of Roar. It's a really cool a drink that has coconut water base. And gives you a lot of vitamins, half the sugar of other drinks, and it's available in schools. So, they actually love BeTerrific, and we like them. So, that's what I drink.
Well, you heard it, kids. Straight from the Austrian powerhouse, Roar is the drink of choice, and Nike are the shoes of choice. Have a terrific evening.
Wow, that's it? That's the interview?
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, we only had, 5 minutes of film left, right? Can we
oh,
cut that, intern?
Did he load film? What if he didn't load film?
Well, he's probably just trying to make you feel good about yourself there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a couple questions? Is that cool?
Yeah.
How long have you been playing beach volleyball?
This will be my fourth year. Yeah.
And did you start in the gym with the hardwood or?
I did. Yeah, I started in junior high with indoor, high school, and college indoor, and then moved to the beach right after college.
How do you like this comparatively?
It's horrible. I mean, who would want to be outside with the sun out, on the beach every day? I don't know. I don't know why I do it.
I don't either.
Someone's probably forcing me to do it. No, but honestly, I love it. I moved to San Diego to pursue a beach volleyball career. My husband and I are really happy there. It's a lot of fun.
Is it hard to be a pro beach volleyball player? I feel like it's challenging because a lot of the players have second jobs, although some can make a career out of it where it's their only career. But I feel like it's also awesome, and it's a good family fun experience.
Yeah, it is definitely challenging. Most of the teams at my level, and me and my partner, we pay to play the sport, even at the level that we're at. So it's basically a full-time job when you add up all the time that you're in the gym, on the beach, recovering, training, traveling, but you're paying to do it. So that can be challenging. You have to have a good, stable, family life or a job that supports you, people in your corner to do it. But if you can, it's a one-time kind of opportunity, and it has an expiration date, so you might as well go for it.
I like that. And then how hard is it to get out there and to actually compete? Because you're talking about some of the best athletes, especially volleyball players in the world.
Yeah, actually, if we win our qualifier tomorrow, we would play against an Olympian, first round in the main draw. So it's a little intimidating, but it's also, no pressure, right? You can only go up from here, basically an underdog. So.
What do you do when you're playing somebody who's intimidating, who's better, or you think is better? And anybody can win on any given day, and also maybe you're better.
Yeah. I think you just got to not take yourself too seriously. I think you have to have fun no matter what, and that's why we're here. So you just got to enjoy the process and learn everything that you can from the opportunity.
So what do you do out there? Are you really I feel like you're passionate. I feel like that when you get a point, you're excited about it. You want the crowd involved.
I am. I'm a bit of a wild one like you. Yeah, I think that we're probably comparable out there. I get a little rowdy. I get excited. Is there smack talk in beach volleyball? Not on the women's side.
Really?
Women, they don't take it so well. On the men's side, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I played hockey growing up. I still play in a men's league, and I would talk trash all game.
Yeah, good mental technique. Send some mind bullets at people, get in their heads, but it's not a common thing.
Right. I think you could lead that charge.
Yeah, I think I could too. Maybe I should start right now. You're short and pale.
That's
yeah.
right.
I'm gonna spike this in your face. That's what I'm
probably.
Something along those lines.
I don't even know what I do when I trash talk. I just get in people's heads, and Well, in hockey it's a little easier because it's chippy and it's physical, and so you can, you're with somebody, you can, push off against them, and then you chatter a little. Somebody hits you hard, you say, "Is that all you got?" Stuff like that. You start like that. So maybe when they spike on you, and you're like, "Is that your best?"
Yeah, I could do that. Make some vague references to their mom, maybe.
We just let that drop.
Yeah.
We wanted the crowd to have a good time, so we let it drop. No, I do think it's a really fun, family-friendly, and affordable experience, which I think is important. And are you part of Team VolleyChick?
I'm not. No, actually.
You need to be. You should be. We have to talk to Di about that because you got a great personality, and I know that one of the big things about Team VolleyChick is they spread the gospel of the sport. So hopefully that happens. I wish you the best. Can I get some tips out here too?
Let's see. Tips here. You gotta be, watch out for lightning.
Okay, I'll do that. Yeah.
Try to avoid getting electrocuted.
Although that would be pretty cool on camera.
It would be. It'd be one in that movie where he gets electrocuted 10 times. What was that movie?
I don't know. But really what if I got electrocuted and then was the best volleyball player ever? If I was in the middle of a shot, it's like that movie. Did you ever see that movie with the kid and the arm? Rookie of the Year. Yeah. And he falls and breaks his arm, and then he can throw
You think by some twisted fate that the lightning's going to strike you, and it's not going to fry your brain. Instead, it's actually going to turn you into a superhuman life form.
Have I been reading too many comic books?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to be bitten by a radioactive spider, so I got to hope for lightning.
If that's your only way, yeah.
Well, I don't know. You could tell me afterwards. I might just be that good here.
Yeah. I think that we could probably convince the crowd to just pretend like you were that good, and then maybe you'll never have to find out.
We'll just cut a couple of camera angles.
Right. Merge something. Right, you can handle that.
He can handle. Intern can handle that. Yeah.
He's got it.
I don't believe in that though. I want to actually be either good or bad. I want to be what I am.
All right, the tip is then you just got to work hard. You got to put in the effort. You got to put in the training. You have to be deliberate in your practice. You shouldn't just go and play games. You should be picking something you want to focus on, enhance that skill, constantly vigilant of that.
What about picking out the uniforms and putting this is strong, New Jersey strong, Texas strong. Sorry, I thought that was New Jersey. How did I think that was New Jersey? Are you from Texas?
I am. Yeah, I moved out to San Diego from Dallas 2 years ago.
Very nice. So do you make your own shirts and your uniforms and stuff like that? I mean, not necessarily this. Somebody probably made that and you bought it.
Right. No, usually people are, you're looking for a sponsorship. You're looking for a company. I actually wear Rocks volleyball tops, which this is not a shirt, but I didn't know I was going to be on camera today, guys.
Well, just give them another plug for fun so that they feel good about it.
No, Rocks Volleyball is the best swimsuit company. It's the best line. They care about their players. They care about the athletes. They're constantly looking to improve their brand to fit, hardcore competition. And I love them. I also usually rep my UFC gym. That's
You train? You do UFC training?
I do. Yeah.
Wow.
I do some kickboxing, some boxing.
I'd ask you to show me a move, but I'm terrified now.
You don't want to see it.
I do. Got it. What would be a move right now?
Well, I could kick you.
Please don't kick me.
Okay.
What would be another move?
Oh, you can do a jab and cross and uppercut. I mean,
that would be
a combination of things.
Yeah, I like boxing. I could commentate, and you could do that to the intern. Like, I could do Howard Cosell. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Boxing After Dark. I'm Howard Cosell on BeTerrific. In this corner, I've got the Flash, the Lightning. She is unbelievable, undefeated, 13-0-0, going for another title knockout tonight. It is Meg. She hails from Dallas, Texas, by way of San Diego.
Camera falls because I just knocked him down.
You knocked him down, yeah.
Camera.
You did it. You were boxing beforehand. I didn't even get to interview you. Oh, okay, I could do.
I don't
Oh,
waste
I'm supposed to
any
do the
time.
commentary. All right.
I don't
So
waste any
here
time.
comes Meg. Ding, ding, ding. And Meg comes into the ring. She is ready to take out the camera operator. He is not moving. She ducks, she bobs, she weaves, a little jab, a right cross. Here comes a kick to the abdomen. Oh no, Greg goes down. He is down. And it is over. Meg wins.
Woo!
Meg wins.
All right. So unfortunately, I've got to get back to training.
do gotta
so
get back
that's
to
step
training.
one to being a pro.
And it's raining. This is what I
You gotta
wanted.
train.
I wanted rain for this
Training.
interview.
So you got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You change into your bathing suit.
I'm
Got
there.
a little bitty bikini over there.
Perfect.
Put that on. Just jump right in.
All right, I'm down. I'll be there in a minute.
Yeah. Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. That's Meg. I'm Michael. Wow, she was a lot of fun. You got to check out the AVP here in New York City this weekend. And, of course, don't forget to check out the AVP in general, avp.com. Check out VolleyChick, volleychick.com. They're amazing. Team VolleyChick. Di Pearson is the owner. She's an unbelievable owner. The team believes in spreading the gospel of the sport. I think maybe we could squeeze one more interview in and some action of me on the court as it rains here. And by the way, you're wondering how we're doing all this. We're not getting the camera gear wet. Well, we are. We're using a life-proof case for an iPhone. We have all the camera gear here. And we said, look at this. It stormed right before we did this. Let's put on the life-proof and see how it goes. So that's what we're doing, just because we wanted to take you behind the scenes. Greg doing a great job. And I'll send it back to commercial now, and then back to studio. We'll talk about this, and then we'll come back. So join the Slack chat in the meantime, BeTerrific.com/Slack. And don't forget on social media, at BeTerrific TV across all social media platforms. And you can hit us up on email, connect@BeTerrific.com. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the Michael Artsis Show right after this on BeTerrific. You're the Terrifics. We love you. You make BeTerrific special. Don't go anywhere.
Introducing REV, robotic enhanced vehicles. Connect your device with a REV card, and it's completely under your control. The other car can sense where you are, driven by an artificially intelligent CPU drone. You have the firepower, but do you have the skill? The REV drone knows where to strike. The question is, how will you strike back? You can challenge the REV drone, or battle against your friends. Drive into REV multiplayer with up to 12 vehicles. Drive to survive. Survive to win. REV, robotic enhanced vehicles. Starter pack comes with 2 vehicles. Smart ramp and other vehicles sold separately. Batteries not included.
Introducing a portable, solar-powered charging solution that moves at the speed of life. Family vacations, long road trips, in the airport, around campus, on the trail, the lake, or the links. The DuoFlex puts the power of the sun in the palm of your hand. With a removable battery pack, dual configuration, and a weather-resistant, rugged design, DuoFlex fits every lifestyle and every activity. Freedom to live, to move, to play, to be fully charged.
At BeTerrific, we do a lot of events and bring you a lot of great coverage. But we need to spread the word about BeTerrific, and you guys do a great job of doing that for us. We really appreciate that. But to do it fully, we need branding. And when we do these events, we need to be able to set up quickly and easily and have a home base, to be able to create a set, protect our gear, and shield our talent from lights of the event we're in, so we can add our own lighting and hang our cameras. We've teamed up with EasyUp to do that for Comic-Con and going forward. They gave us a great shelter that takes no time to set up and also is toolless. It's phenomenal and it's reasonably priced. So whether you have a production company, a media house, or you want to just sell some products at an event, what you need is an Easy Up Top. An Easy Up Top is phenomenal. You can do all sorts of branding. You can add side rails like we have. You can add a back wall like we have. And you'll get aerial branding, on the ground branding, and a place to put all your stuff, protect your team, and call home. It's perfect. What you want to do is go to easyup.com. That's easyup.com. Talk to Wayne Dove. He's a sales guy there. He's amazing. He's become a good friend, and he took good care of us. He's the one who got us our tent. They've got great people there. They've got a great team, and they've got a great, rich, storied history. There's no better shelter. There's no faster shelter than Easy Up. It sets up in minutes. It's fire tested and fire rated, and it's fire retardant. They're really, really structurally sound, and they look beautiful. How could you beat that? Oh yeah, I forgot. They're reasonably priced. So that's the kicker. Go to easyup.com. Tell Wayne that BeTerrific sent you. They'll take good care of you, don't worry, and have your company represented well at your next event. And it only takes minutes to set up and break down and then set up again. Look how amazing it looks. I am so excited about this. Thank you, Easy Up.
Introducing Rev. One car, an artificially intelligent drone. The other completely under your control. You do more than drive, Rev. You fight to survive. The Rev drone knows where you are and when to strike. The question is, how will you strike back? Rev, driven for battle. You can challenge the Rev drone or battle against your friends. Starter pack comes with 2 vehicles. Smart ramp sold separately. Batteries not included. From Wowie.
Rode microphones are the official microphones of BeTerrific. Find out more at rodemic.com.
I feel like the Bash brothers right there, McGuire and Canseco. We did great. We got it right in Greg's face, right in your face. You're the Terrifics. I'm Michael Artsis. Welcome back to the Michael Artsis Show on BeTerrific. This is BeTerrific. You make BeTerrific special. We're having a lot of fun. That was Meg from the AVP. Not part of Team VolleyChick, but Team VolleyChick set that whole thing up, and we're going to talk to some of the Team VolleyChick members. The AVP is in New York this week and weekend, starting tomorrow, the qualifying. Then you've got the event starting Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's going to be on the west side of Manhattan on the piers playing sand volleyball there. It's a lot of fun. You got to go watch it. It's really a good value. And I think what's awesome is, you know, Di Pearson and Team VolleyChick really support a lot of the girls who play. And they help spread the gospel of the sport, and they also help give back to youngsters, and that's what Di was doing today in Rye, bringing some AVP players to a local school there, talking to the kids, or a camp rather, talking to the kids, doing some instruction, and spreading the good vibes of volleyball. Volleyball's a fun sport and a lot of fun. You saw that Meg and I had a lot of fun goofing around and then doing some part of a serious interview, and of course then getting a tip. And I think we've got Dana, who is part of Team VolleyChick. She's amazing. and she works really hard. She's a good volleyball player. She's got her qualifying match tomorrow, and we got her today. Check this out on Pier 6 in Brooklyn, New York, in Brooklyn Bridge Park. We'll be back right after this with a whole lot more.
Made it to Pier 6 in Brooklyn, New York, right near the Brooklyn Bridge. We're with Dana from Team VolleyChick. You guys are practicing here. You're getting ready for the AVP event. It's tomorrow is the qualifier, Friday is the qualifier, and then the matches are Saturday and Sunday?
The main draw starts on Friday, so the first and second and third rounds on Friday are the main draw. So tomorrow we'll have 2 matches, and if we win both of those matches, then we'll make it to the main draw on Friday.
Very nice. How hard is it? What's the competition like here?
It's really tough. I mean, you got some of the best teams in the country and some of the greatest teams in the world that are going to be in the main draw, and then the qualifier has a lot of good young teams and some good veteran teams, so it's a lot of luck of the draw who you're going to play.
You've been playing a while. I imagine it's a lot of work, it's a lot of effort. You guys, you know, the top players maybe make some money, but the rest of you guys kind of pay your bills, and it's hard, right?
It is hard. I say it's a glorified hobby, you know, but you can make a good amount of money. Decent if you play your cards right. You have a couple good wins. You can make a decent second job living.
Really? But it's a second job living,
Yep.
and you've got to train constantly. How often do you train?
I train twice a week, and I play tournaments every weekend, where some girls in California, they don't play as many tournaments as I do, but I use that as a training day. So I play a couple good matches during training at the tournaments locally here. I don't have the luxury of the top girls in California every weekend.
And then, so how often are you playing in the AVP? Are you playing once a month and flying all over the country?
This is the second tournament they're having, and I missed the first one because the girl I usually play with, she was having her wedding that weekend. So we missed that one, and then she's on her honeymoon now. So I'm playing with a girl from California in this one, and then the rest of the tournaments are in August and September. So there'll be 4 or 5 more, and we'll play those.
How did you get into volleyball? I imagine in high school you played, maybe in college. And how did you get into it, and how were you able to stick with it?
I started in junior high, and I was terrible. And I played all the way through college. I played at Syracuse University, and I graduated in 2001. And then I started playing beach, and I love it. And I grew up on the beach, but I didn't like it. And I started, and after 2 or 3 years, I got good. And then I started traveling and playing more and doing well on the AVP.
What are some of the terms? So we've got, I think if I remember correctly, what's the thing where you put your hands together? That's a set, right?
That's
a bump. And
or
then
a
a set is
pass.
when I'm going to give it to you for spike.
Exactly. Yep. You can either say bump set spike, pass set hit.
Do you communicate a lot? Is that the key out here?
It's huge. Communication's huge. If you're quiet, if you're not speaking to each other, you're not helping each other out, you're going to get in trouble.
How hard is it to work with somebody you haven't worked with before? So now you've got a new teammate going into this AVP tournament, and you guys haven't worked together before. How hard is that?
It can be tough. It's hit or miss. You have to hope you've got good chemistry. You have to hope you speak a lot. We've trained the past couple days. This will be our 3rd day playing together. And then tomorrow we're going to wing it and pretend that we've been playing together for years.
Excellent. I like that. And what about the signals when you go 2-1, like when you're doing all these hand gestures? Does everybody have the same hand gestures, or is that like in baseball? Are we stealing signals?
No,
What are we doing?
It's pretty much the same. It's depending on where you're going to block the ball or your partner's going to play defense behind you. Some people will throw out a 3 and a 4, and that's to mix it up, make your opponents not know what you're really going to be doing.
What do you like better about beach volleyball? To me, it seems so much cooler. First of all, like 8 people on a court in a gym, it's too many people.
Yep.
And I don't know. It's just something about a gym and a hard floor. Like, it's not as exciting. This, sand, the beach, the bikinis, to me, it makes it fun. But also, I like the competition of 2 people on a team, and it opens the court up a little.
You can control so much more of your own destiny. So it's either you and your partner. You can't rely on a 4th and 5th person, but then you also don't have to worry about them maybe making a mistake or ruining it for you.
So you've got a day job that's not AVP. What is your day job?
I work for New York City Transit, actually.
Very nice.
Yep.
Doing what?
I am an analyst.
That's a cool job.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Do people think you're crazy at New York City Transit? Or are they coming out to watch you?
I hope they're going to come out to watch me. Some of them said they're going to come, especially if we make it Friday. It'll be a little easier. But I have a lot of people that I work with that live right in the area. So.
Very cool. And then I think the thing that's cool about AVP is it's affordable. It's a great family experience. You can come out, bring the family. They're going to be on the West Side Highway.
Yep.
The courts are set up on the piers over there. This is the practice, Pier 6 in Brooklyn. But you guys are actually going to be on the West Side Highway on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday and Sunday. So that'll be a lot of fun.
It's going to be great, especially for the people coming from out of town. It's so cool. You're in the middle of the city. You have a huge skyline. It's beautiful. It's a great vacation for them as well.
And it's reasonable. I mean, maybe not New York City, but AVP is reasonable.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, and we're going to practice even though it's raining, right? This is like football. It doesn't matter.
It does not matter. If there's lightning, it's a little scary. There was lightning before, but it kind of stops. Hopefully
You guys are tough. That's it.
We are. We've played.
You played through injuries? Really? All right, I can't wait to see what you guys are doing out there. Maybe I can get some tips along the way, too.
We'll give whatever you need.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we'll check out another interview or head back to set. I don't know. I think we should do that. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break on the Michael Artsis Show on BeTerrific. You're the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere. And join us in the Slack chat. That is BeTerrific.com/Slack. Send us your name, your email, and we'll send you an invite to join us. You can also hit us up on social media at BeTerrific TV across all social media platforms. And don't forget the old school way at this point, email. We love your feedback. We love to hear from you, and we love the terrific stories that you give us that we can talk about on air. And so that is, of course, connect@BeTerrific.com. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this, and we'll be in the studio and then kick it back out to some more action here in Brooklyn, New York for some more Team VolleyChick.
Introducing REV, robotic enhanced vehicles. Connect your device with a REV card, and it's completely under your control. The other car can sense where you are, driven by an artificially intelligent CPU drone. You have the firepower, but do you have the skill? The REV drone knows where to strike. The question is, how will you strike back? You can challenge the REV drone, or battle against your friends. Drive into REV multiplayer with up to 12 vehicles. Drive to survive. Survive to win. REV, robotic enhanced vehicles. Starter pack comes with 2 vehicles. Smart ramp and other vehicles sold separately. Batteries not included.
Introducing a portable, solar-powered charging solution that moves at the speed of life. Family vacations, long road trips, in the airport, around campus, on the trail, the lake, or the links. The DuoFlex puts the power of the sun in the palm of your hand. With a removable battery pack, dual configuration, and a weather-resistant, rugged design, the DuoFlex fits every lifestyle and every activity. Freedom to live, to move, to play, to be fully charged.
At BeTerrific, we do a lot of events and bring you a lot of great coverage. But we need to spread the word about BeTerrific, and you guys do a great job of doing that for us. We really appreciate that. But to do it fully, we need branding. And when we do these events, we need to be able to set up quickly and easily and have a home base, to be able to create a set, protect our gear, and shield our talent from lights of the event we're in, so we can add our own lighting and hang our cameras. We've teamed up with EasyUp to do that for Comic-Con and going forward. They gave us a great shelter that takes no time to set up and also is toolless. It's phenomenal and it's reasonably priced. So whether you have a production company, a media house, or you want to just sell some products at an event, what you need is an EasyUp top. An EasyUp top is phenomenal. You can do all sorts of branding. You can add side rails like we have. You can add a back wall like we have. And you'll get aerial branding, on the ground branding, and a place to put all your stuff, protect your team, and call home. It's perfect. What you want to do is go to EasyUp.com. That's EasyUp.com. Talk to Wayne Dove. He's a sales guy there. He's amazing. He's become a good friend, and he took good care of us. He's the one who got us our tent. They've got great people there. They've got a great team, and they've got a great, rich, storied history. There's no better shelter, there's no faster shelter than EasyUp. It sets up in minutes, it's fire tested and fire rated, and it's fire retardant. They're really, really structurally sound, and they look beautiful. How could you beat that? Oh yeah, I forgot. They're reasonably priced. So that's the kicker. Go to EasyUp.com. Tell Wayne that BeTerrific sent you. They'll take good care of you, don't worry, and have your company represented well at your next event. And it only takes minutes to set up and break down and then set up again. Look how amazing it looks. I am so excited about this. Thank you, EasyUp.
Introducing Rev. One car, an artificially intelligent drone. The other completely under your control. You do more than drive, Rev. You fight to survive. The Rev drone knows where you are and when to strike. The question is, how will you strike back? Rev, driven for battle. You can challenge the Rev drone or battle against your friends. Starter pack comes with 2 vehicles. Smart ramp sold separately. Batteries not included. From Wowie.
Rode microphones are the official microphones of BeTerrific. Find out more at RodeMic.com.
Welcome back to the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. Hopefully you're having a lot of fun today. You are the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. Plenty of ways to reach out to us at BeTerrific TV on all social media platforms. And of course, you can also hook us up on email. Connect@BeTerrific.com. But don't forget about our Slack chat. We keep the conversation going 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. When we're live on air, we'll sneak your questions and comments on air. It's you, the rest of the Terrifics, and us. It's a lot of fun. We spent the day at Brooklyn Bridge Park in New York City, hanging out with the AVP volley girls, the volleyball girls. The AVP event is avp.com. It is this weekend in New York City. Starts tomorrow for the qualifying. Great place to bring the family. And Team VolleyChick was there. Team VolleyChick is amazing, owned by Di Pearson. She has a company that sells great apparel, volleychick.com. And, of course, they support the AVP and volleyball. And it's really amazing. The athletes are great. They're good people. They're fun. They are also great athletes, and I think we got to see a lot of that today. We showed you some footage before. We'll show you some more footage in a little while, but why don't we go out to meet Kim, who's one of the greatest players in the league, one of the most well-known, and, of course, she is a great member of Team VolleyChick. So let's check out Kim, and then we'll go to commercial, come back, kind of talk about some other things, and show you some footage that we shot of these ladies playing really hardcore. They're really, really good.
Here in Brooklyn at Pier 6. This is Brooklyn, New York. This is Brooklyn Bridge Park. We're just footsteps from the Brooklyn Bridge. It's pretty amazing. You're in New York City, Kim. AVP is here. What's it like?
You know, it's great to be in this city. It's one of my favorite cities. I love New York City. My sister's lived here for the last 8 years, so I come every 6 months or so to visit with her, and it's just a fantastic place. So it's an honor to be here, and I'm really thankful that the AVP added this stop to the tour this year.
What makes playing in New York special? I mean, New York I think is always special, but being able to play here, there have been so many great athletes to play in New York City, but to be able to play here, especially, you know, bring AVP here, kind of a new audience, what makes it special?
You know, I just think how alive and diverse this city is something that makes it really unique. We play a lot of different places, but it doesn't have the same energy and crowds and people that New York City has, and I think that's something really unique to this city as opposed to the other places where we compete.
Rain or shine, you guys play, and it's a great. I think the thing is, it's a great value for the family. You come out, you can spend a Saturday, a Sunday, a Friday, and watch some good volleyball, have some fun. You get the guys, you get the girls, and it's just a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Rain or shine, we're competing, and you know the game's a little different in the rain, but it's going to be a really high level either way. And with lightning, we do stop, but anything short of that, we'll be competing.
You're a very accomplished volleyball player. When you think back on your career and when it started, take me through like getting into volleyball, getting excited about it as, I guess, probably, you know, middle school, high schooler, right?
Yeah, I grew up playing soccer, so that was my first love. That was age 4 to about 14.
What position?
Defense. Yeah,
nice.
Stopper. Yeah. So I started there, and then got into volleyball in middle school, and I played indoor volleyball through high school and into college. Was scholarshiped, and then I played international for an indoor team after that, and it was a great positive experience. But I love competing on the beach, and I wanted to get out onto the sand, so I put away the knee pads when I was in my mid-20s and decided to see what I could do on the beach, and it's been a really great, fun, and fulfilling adventure ever since.
Do you have more excitement for beach volleyball than you did for in the gym? To me, it's more exciting as a spectator to watch beach volleyball.
Yeah.
I think, a lot of people would say, "Oh, it's easy to say that. It's the bikinis." It's not, and it's for ladies, it's the guys who are not wearing tops either. But it's not. It's actually, I think it's a much more exciting. It's a quicker sport.
Yeah. It's a very different game than the indoor game, and I like the vibe of it. You're outside, you're barefoot, you're in the sand, and it's dynamic, it's quick, it's a really high level. The athletes, the caliber of athletes that are going to be at this tournament is incredible. It's some of the best in the country and some of the best in the world. So I think watching any sport at the top level is fascinating. But I think beach volleyball in particular it's just a great sport to watch.
When you're down in a match, like you really have to come back. I always wonder this in tennis, and I liken this a lot to tennis.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you and your partner out there, and that's it. And you got to come back. What do you start thinking about, especially as you start building back to a comeback?
It's really about just staying in the moment and not getting ahead of yourself and taking it every play at a time and every point at a time. And I think the worst thing you can do as an athlete is start thinking about the end of the match or getting ahead of yourself. So it's really about making that next touch a good touch.
Does that make sense when you're ahead as well? Because you can't, if you start thinking about being ahead too much, or the end of the match, or this match is over, you're giving the other person or the other team an opportunity where you need to really put your foot to the floor and keep accelerating.
Yeah. I mean, altogether, I think you don't want to be overthinking while you're on the court in general about the score and about the match. You want to stay focused on the task at hand and in the moment.
How often do you train?
I'm in the sand roughly 4 to 5 days a week.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. And then there's also a lot of off-court training as well.
Wow. It's intense.
Yeah, it is. It's great. It's a lot of fun.
What do you do for fun?
Outside of volleyball?
Yeah.
I think beach volleyball is pretty fun.
This is it.
No.
Yeah, you know what I do to relax? I figure, you know what, I haven't gotten enough competition. I haven't worked out enough. Let's play some more beach volleyball.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of things I enjoy. You can't get me out of the ocean. I'm swimming almost every single day.
I'm terrified of the ocean. Sharks, they could come eat you. No,
No,
you
you
don't
just hang out with them.
You pet them? You ever pet a shark?
No, we went in a cage with the great whites in South Africa, but
That's crazy.
Yeah, I kept my hands inside the cage.
I would do that. Yeah, I wouldn't go in the cage to begin with, but if I was ever in a cage with great whites, hands in the cage.
Yeah, we kept our hands in.
Good thing. You need them for volleyball.
Yeah, you do.
All right, so what about some tips how about for me, which can translate to the people? Because I don't know, maybe I'll get you to give me a couple of tips on the court, but what would you say they are?
Keep your eye on the ball.
Okay.
Don't get hit in the head.
How would I do? Do you think I could actually do it right? I mean, I can't spike, clearly.
Yeah, I mean, anyone can get out and have fun and enjoy the sport, and that's the beautiful thing about it. If you're new to the sport, I would suggest instead of doubles, start with maybe 4 or 5 people on the court, just so you can keep the rally going a little bit longer, and get some coaching, because a little bit of coaching goes a long way in the sport.
All right, I think that's good advice. Thanks for joining us. Team VolleyChick is, you represent Team VolleyChick. They're great for a lot of the ladies on the AVP and really supporting them. Can you talk a little bit about Team VolleyChick and not only supporting you guys, but also supporting volleyball in general? I know right now Di Pearson, the owner of the team, is in Rye, New York, talking to kids with some of the AVP players at schools and giving them a little bit of a clinic and spreading the gospel, if you will, of volleyball.
Yeah, Di does some really great things for the sport. She's a great advocate for beach volleyball, and she finds a way to build a community around the sport, and that's really what Team VolleyChick is about, is building a sense of community in a sport that can otherwise feel a little more individualized or isolated. It creates this team environment and team aspect, and it helps to spread the love for the sport.
How good are you? Could you beat all of these girls on here?
I could beat all them, and they could beat all me. All of me.
Is it really any given day?
Yeah.
Can you do any tricks? Can you bounce? Tiger with the golf club years ago. Wayne Gretzky used to be able to take the puck and throw it like it was a lacrosse ball on his stick.
Yeah, I'm going to save the tricks for the tournament. So
really,
yeah.
You're going to do tricks during the tournament?
If you guys want to come out and watch, you'll
that's
see
a good plug. That means you got to see Kim on Friday. Friday's your first match, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in New York City, down on the West Side Highway. It's the AVP, avp.com. Of course, you can find out more on volleychick.com. You're going to want to go there. We'll be back right after this. We'll go to the studio. We'll talk about this interview, show some footage. Maybe I get some tips from Kim, and then we'll come back out here. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back right after this. Don't forget, you can connect with us on all social media at BeTerrificTV. Of course, you can also join our Slack chat, BeTerrific.com/Slack. And don't forget, we love your email, connect@BeTerrific.com. We'll be back right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Introducing REV, robotic enhanced vehicles. Connect your device with a REV card, and it's completely under your control. The other car can sense where you are, driven by an artificially intelligent CPU drone. You have the firepower, but do you have the skill? The REV drone knows where to strike. The question is, how will you strike back? You can challenge the REV drone, or battle against your friends. Drive into REV multiplayer with up to 12 vehicles. Drive to survive. Survive to win. REV, robotic enhanced vehicles. Starter pack comes with 2 vehicles. Smart ramp and other vehicles sold separately. Batteries not included.
Introducing a portable, solar-powered charging solution that moves at the speed of life. Family vacations, long road trips, in the airport, around campus, on the trail, the lake, or the links. The DuoFlex puts the power of the sun in the palm of your hand. With a removable battery pack, dual configuration, and a weather-resistant, rugged design, the DuoFlex fits every lifestyle and every activity. Freedom to live, to move, to play, to be fully charged.
At BeTerrific, we do a lot of events and bring you a lot of great coverage. But we need to spread the word about BeTerrific, and you guys do a great job of doing that for us. We really appreciate that. But to do it fully, we need branding. And when we do these events, we need to be able to set up quickly and easily and have a home base, to be able to create a set, protect our gear, and shield our talent from lights of the event we're in, so we can add our own lighting and hang our cameras. We've teamed up with EasyUp to do that for Comic-Con and going forward. They gave us a great shelter that takes no time to set up and also is toolless. It's phenomenal and it's reasonably priced. So whether you have a production company, a media house, or you want to just sell some products at an event, what you need is an EasyUp top. An EasyUp top is phenomenal. You can do all sorts of branding. You can add side rails like we have. You can add a back wall like we have. And you'll get aerial branding, on the ground branding, and a place to put all your stuff, protect your team, and call home. It's perfect. What you want to do is go to easyup.com. That's easyup.com. Talk to Wayne Dove. He's a sales guy there. He's amazing. He's become a good friend, and he took good care of us. He's the one who got us our tent. They've got great people there. They've got a great team, and they've got a great, rich, storied history. There's no better shelter, there's no faster shelter than EasyUp. It sets up in minutes, it's fire tested and fire rated, and it's fire retardant. They're really, really structurally sound, and they look beautiful. How could you beat that? Oh yeah, I forgot. They're reasonably priced. So that's the kicker. Go to easyup.com. Tell Wayne that BeTerrific sent you. They'll take good care of you, don't worry, and have your company represented well at your next event. And it only takes minutes to set up and break down and then set up again. Look how amazing it looks. I am so excited about this. Thank you, EasyUp.
Introducing REV. One car, an artificially intelligent drone. The other completely under your control. You do more than drive REV. You fight to survive. The REV drone knows where you are and when to strike. The question is, how will you strike back? REV, driven for battle. You can challenge the REV drone or battle against your friends. Starter pack comes with 2 vehicles. Smart ramp sold separately. Batteries not included. From Wowie.
Rode microphones are the official microphones of BeTerrific. Find out more at RodeMic.com.
Welcome back to the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. You're the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. I'm excited today. We had a lot of fun in Brooklyn Bridge Park on Pier 6, hanging out with the girls of Team VolleyChick, learning some tips, learning some tricks, and having some fun. Of course, they are part of the AVP. The AVP is in town this week, the professional volleyball circuit, avp.com. And I think they're really cool to check out. You know, it's reasonable, it's good family-friendly fun. And, of course, you got to go to volleychick.com to check out clothes, some merchandise, and a whole lot more. Di Pearson owns Team VolleyChick. She's an amazing woman. She sponsors and supports a lot of these athletes. And, in addition, she promotes the sport like crazy. And she praises and pushes the gospel about the sport, but also works with youngsters on self-esteem and all sorts of other things, and showing them that there are options and opportunities in life. So obviously I think that the girls of the AVP and the men are awesome. They're great athletes, and we got a chance to see some of that today. That was really cool. Go to avp.com to find out when you can get tickets and where you should go for this weekend's events. It's really awesome. The qualifying starts tomorrow, and of course the action starts Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it should be a beautiful weekend, not pouring rain like we had today. We shot everything on the iPhone 6 Plus. This is the iPhone 6 Plus using the Filmic Pro app, believe it or not, which Neil Barham, who we've interviewed before and is a friend, would be very happy about. And we put this life-proof case on it, which is the Nude. And the Nude case is cool because you can actually use your own screen, the glass screen. Glass is impenetrable to water, as you might know, and so it seals the screen. And unlike the other life-proof cases, you don't have to use a special plastic screen protector. So it's kind of nice. I picked this up on the way because it was pouring rain. We had the rain gear for the camera equipment, but it's clunky, it's not great, and plus it was supposed to be torrential rain. It's really for light rain, light to moderate rain. And I said, you know what, it's hard to use. Let's just do this with the life-proof. We'll have a completely waterproof solution. We won't have to worry about anything, and the phone won't get wet. I'm very confident in that. And it worked out great. The footage looked really good. I had to teach Greg for a minute how to shoot on the Filmic Pro app, and I thought that was cool. And I like this. I think maybe this weekend I'm supposed to go to the pool with Jack. I might try it there. But it was a lot of fun. And with the new Nude, N-U-U-D, from LifeProof, you can still do the fingerprint thing. Here, let me show you. You can still use the fingerprint thing through the phone, which is pretty cool. I don't know if yep, there you go. You can still use the fingerprint thing to unlock the phone. It works with that, and it's waterproof. So we took out the little jack at the bottom that screws in, used their little adapter, which screws in and seals it, and then we plugged in an MXL MM130 mic. They're about $100, Amazon, and we did all our interviews, threw a mic flag on it and everything. You know, I'm only disappointed that I didn't have a padcaster with me and that it wasn't waterproof, but this worked out as a good solution, and I guess that's probably what gave us the idea to do it. And obviously all our footage and video was and interviews were shot that way, so that's pretty cool. The only thing is the regular microphone, it seems like when it was recording, the audio rattled around a little in here and maybe wasn't as good as it would have been without a case, but you know, hey, there got to be some trade-offs. It does sound a lot better. I had some of the early life proofs that I tested and did tech reviews on. It sounds a lot better than those do when you hold it to your ear and try and have a conversation. And of course, Bluetooth works great. And so, I don't know. I just thought I'd tell you about that. LifeProof is pretty cool. The watch, I wanted to tell you about the watch, you know, how I feel about it. So far, I'm liking the Apple Watch, actually. I didn't expect to like the Apple Watch, but I'm kind of liking it. First of all, I think it's stylish. I always have. That's number one. Number two, I'm a watch guy, so there's nothing wrong with it. I talked about it a little bit at Infocom Digital Signage Stage. You know, it's not a fine watch. I'm not going to say I like this over a Rolex or I'm going to wear this over a Rolex, but it's fun, it's cool, and it's functional, and it gives me some other data. I think the thing I like most about it, to be honest with you, and I know they're going to make some improvements. One of the things is that it's waterproof. It's supposed to be rated to IPX7, and so it's not waterproof, it's water resistant. And they say you can't go in a pool or the ocean with it, although there are a lot of people who are doing not only swimming, have done extensive underwater testing with it, and are doing all sorts of things with it. And the rumor is that Apple tells you it's not good to take in the pool because the screen doesn't work to the touch when it's in the pool, and then also because it's got gyroscopes in it, the gyroscopes don't necessarily give you accurate data in the pool because it's weightless. So there's some talk about maybe that's the reason. Maybe it's because they're just being super careful, or maybe it's because the apps for swimming haven't been developed, and maybe in the future they'll develop better hardware for swimming and apps. There are a lot of people who say they want to use it for swimming, and there are a couple apps being developed for it, allegedly. Now, I know that one of the big knocks on Fitbit that people had was, well, and we talked about this at CES with Fitbit, was, well, you know, I can't wear this in the shower, I shouldn't wear this in the shower, I don't understand, I'm losing all that activity. And the Fitbit people said, what activity in the shower, how many steps are you taking, all that. I kind of agree with that. I certainly am not, I don't want to wear it in the shower, but it's nice that I got caught in torrential rain today multiple times and I didn't worry about it. It was fine. Because of that, I can then access features on my phone without taking my phone out of my pocket and getting it wet. And actually at that time, the LifeProof case was on Greg's phone because I actually had no battery left, believe it or not. For some reason, my phone didn't charge overnight. Anyway, so I like that it's very water resistant and I don't have to worry about that. One of the other things I really like about it is last night I was packing the gear. I came back to the studio at about 11 o'clock because I raced out of here to go see Jack, spend some time with him. He went to sleep. I came back here about 11 o'clock, did some work, and then started packing the gear. And then Greg's texting me. Some other people are texting me. And normally I'd take my phone out of my pocket. I'd stop everything I was doing, and I just went, Surrey, text Greg Neon. And it would text Greg. And it would say, what do you want to say? And then as I'm working, I would just dictate a message. And then it would say, should I send it? And I would say, yes, send it. But it's all like boom, 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 boom. And it's all doing it. Now, if Greg sent me a message, I could just hit reply. Yes, 8 a.m., we're going to leave. And then do it. Now, it not only will send him the text when it does the text-to-speech, but I could also send him the audio so that as an audio message. So that really I like that a lot because then he can listen to it and I don't have to worry about if Surrey is accurate or not. So that's one of the things I really like about it. I also like that I could listen to voicemails on this without having to pull my phone out of my pocket, which means usually I never listen to voicemails because if my phone's out of my pocket, I'm doing 20 other things. I can listen to voicemails on this and I actually get to listen to the voicemails, which is nice. I just got an important message on my voicemail, listened to the whole thing, and texted the person back while we're in commercial. So there are some features that I really like about it. Obviously, version 2 and 3 are going to be a lot better. I still think 3 is the one to get, the one to wait for. Maybe 2 will have some improvements. They're talking about having FaceTime on it. Well, it's nice to be able to do it. I don't know how often I'd use it or I want to hold my wrist like this to FaceTime, but certainly it would be cool. I loved this morning, Jill sent me some pictures of Jack. I was able to look at those pictures right on the watch. My phone was charging in the car, under a compartment, blah, 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 blah. Maybe it was navigating. I don't have to actually pick my phone up. I can just use it on the watch. It's, as Greg would say, it's redundant. It's not something you need. It's something you want. It's a desire, not a need, and it makes life a little bit more convenient, and I like those things. So far, I like it. I'm surprised. I didn't think I would like it. Do I need it? No. Is it expensive? Yes. Am I better putting the money towards diapers? Absolutely. Even if my mother wanted to buy it for me for my birthday and is sending me the money for my 35th birthday, absolutely. I should return the watch and use the money for diapers or something else for Jack, right? Without a question. Doesn't mean it's not cool, doesn't mean it's not functional. I'm using this time to evaluate it not only for myself, but also for you guys. Will I keep it? I don't know. I will keep you posted on that, but I like a lot of the functionality in it so far. I didn't have any expectations going in, and everything I read was pretty much negative. I read a lot of people returning it and all this stuff, so maybe that lowered the bar for me. I didn't have any expectations. Again, I'm a watch guy. I see watch as jewelry for a man. It's an opportunity to wear an accessory. I like the fact that I could change bands, so, the bands are pretty reasonable, especially the rubber ones. I looked at the metal one. I wasn't in love with the way it looked. I looked at the other leather ones. The only leather one I liked is the 38mm band, which is for the smaller watch, and I thought it was cool. The rest I didn't like. The one leather band that I was maybe on, it wasn't comfortable. You don't have to kill a cow to wear this one. It's rubber. I probably would have picked the metal one, but it's crazy expensive, and I didn't love the way it looked. It kind of looked like a Casio, one of those Casio metal bracelets on one of those Casio calculator watches from the 80s and 90s. So, I don't know. I think this is elegant. I like that I can wear the white today. I bought a black one. I can put a black one on. I like that I can maybe throw a lime green one on or a blue one and have some fun, jazz up the outfits. And you know, look, it's not a Rolex, it's not a Movado, it's not a really high-end watch, it's not a Tag, it's not something, you know, a Breitling. It's just something to have fun with. And if you take it for that, then I think it's cool, and it can be functional in a lot of different ways. I can sit in a meeting and see what's important. I can see when my next meeting is. I can see that in the Slack chat, Greg asked if you guys are liking the AVP stuff. I can see that Ben wrote, "Hey Mike," in the Slack chat, which is pretty cool. I like that. What's up, Ben Rathig, the newest member of the Geek Squad? And then, you know, additionally, I will tell you that I just think I get a lot of other things on it that are really interesting. You know, it tells me whenever I get a credit card charge, which my phone tells me to. But again, I can leave it in the pocket. Do I need to leave it in the pocket? No. But maybe it gives me the opportunity to spend a little bit more time with my family too, because I can look at it and go, oh, that's not an important thing. I can deal with that later. Also, I do like the activity part of it. The other watches do that, like the Fitbit, and they're a lot less money. But for some reason, this seems to make me feel better about it. I'm not sure the accuracy, though. I will say this. It did say that I was standing for 12 hours yesterday. I don't think it said I was sitting for 3 and standing for 12. I don't think I did that. Today, I definitely did the opposite, probably. And I wonder if it registered activity on the volleyball court. Let's see. So I've got, yesterday I had 7,000 steps. Today I got 5,900 steps, 2.87 miles, 298 calories. My goal is 670. I did 3 of 30 minutes of exercise, maybe with the volleyball lesson, and I stood for 9 hours today. My goal is 12. I don't know if I did that today. Yesterday, I did 7,000 and change steps, so there you go. Greg, what do you think of this thing? You think I'm absolutely nuts with it? I know you haven't really liked it, but as you see me use it, especially to text and to talk and to do that stuff, what do you think? I actually love the idea of in the future, you're going to be just talking to everything. I was thinking about this, where it's like, Siri, get me a coffee. Siri, order me a coffee at Starbucks. Siri, do this. Siri, do that. I like that idea. Siri, make an appointment. On the other hand, what if we're all doing it at the same time? That's a little weird.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's redundant, but it's great for productivity. Like, if you're a guy on the run, you need a lot of, you know, you have a lot of stuff going on, then I could see its use. Like, a guy like me, I don't have to answer or check, you know, a million different emails or texts or Slack, you know, so it's a little less useful for a guy like
well,
me.
but you're starting to do more and more of that stuff as you're, you know, getting involved in the show and doing the show and producing the show and shooting the show. You shot everything today. How'd you like that, by the way?
I had a lot of fun. Yeah. It was really fun.
And you like shooting on the iPhone? It was an interesting experience, right? You were all geared to shoot on a camera, and you shot an iPhone, which is a camera.
Yeah, no, I mean, and the footage came out good.
You know what's funny? 10 years ago, I shot a story with Team VolleyChick. I showed it to you early this morning. And it was shot on SD footage. 10 years ago, that was shot on a $5,000 SD camera, which at that point was a low-priced camera. It wasn't the best camera in the world. The footage shot on the iPhone is better than the footage, and we said that when we were heading there. We didn't even think we were shooting on an iPhone yet. We were just talking about it. Isn't it amazing that the footage you could shoot on your iPhone in your pocket is going to be better than the footage shot on that camera, which was, you know, it wasn't the best camera, certainly. There were a lot more expensive cameras, but it was a good, you know, camera at the time, and we loved it and put a lot of mileage on it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's crazy. Like, how far technology has come in such a short time is really, it's kind of incredible.
Yeah. It absolutely is incredible, and it's incredible. I mean, I never would have dreamed that, so it's pretty amazing. So I don't know, they're saying put a camera on this thing, they're doing all these things. I don't know that those are features you need. Sure, you'll take them, whatever. I don't even know what you'd need. I'd say more accuracy. I'd say people definitely want it to swim, but I'm impressed by how durable it is, too. I got the sapphire crystal because I knew that the other one I'd scratch up. I banged this pretty hard into a tripod today, and then I hit it on this table pretty hard. Not a scratch, not even a scratch on it. I thought that we'd have a dent from that tripod bang, and not.
That was a pretty hard hit, too.
It was. I'm impressed. I really am. Yeah. Did you feel bad when that happened? Did you think, like, for a second? Because you were right there. Were you like, I would have, because if I watched you, like, drop your phone, I'd feel bad. Until you knew it was nothing, were you like, oh.
Kinda.
Yeah.
A part of me wants to see it in a fire.
Really?
Yeah.
What if it could survive?
If it could survive a fire, then I would say it's worth it.
Yeah, it is pricey. That's the thing, you know. It is pricey. By the time you add Apple Care, the bands, the tax, the whole deal, it's pricey. I didn't go nuts with getting, you know, the only thing I wanted was the Sapphire Crystal, which drove the price up, but it had to be the Sapphire Crystal.
But clearly it was worth it.
Without a doubt, I wouldn't even consider the other one. I wouldn't even consider it. So you were totally against it. Are you into it now, or are you not into it? Are you like, oh, I see it's got a purpose a little bit, and you know, and Mike likes watches, so if you like watches, you're going to wear a watch. I mean, I see you don't even wear a watch, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really a watch guy, because I can just pull out the phone and check time on the phone. But no, I could definitely see its uses. Like I said, especially for a guy like you who's on the move, he's always got to be doing stuff. Can't really like take the time to whip out the phone and like sift through crap.
It sounds crazy. It really does. But I'm constantly, and like I'm on the phone now with the Bluetooth. I'm looking at the phone. I can watch the watch, or I have the phone in the pocket, and I'm you know, alerts are coming in. Do I need to deal with that, or can I stay on this phone call? I think that's. I really got to say, I think it's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it increases productivity. You know, in that respect.
Do you think it does?
I think it does.
Yeah, you think I was more productive today because of it?
Absolutely.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I think so.
I wonder if I could just get a mute button so I could keep it silent, or I have to figure that whole thing out, because like it rang on set. That was weird. Being able to answer your calls is cool too, though, on the watch. So yesterday I was playing with Jack. My mother called, and we were playing, and I answered the call on the watch, and then we were on speakerphone, and he was able to converse with her a little bit, and we were able to have a conversation. I never had to get my phone out. I don't know why, but it was cool. I don't know. And by the way, obviously, I love Dick Tracy. I loved the cell phone watch that I did a review on years ago. I did a review on the Phenom cell phone watch. I'll actually pull that up and put it in the Slack chat. And I love that thing. We actually shot an infomercial on it, and they had a dual SIM one on it, which was cool. I have a couple of them lying around here. They never really caught on, and the one issue I had with them was battery life, and you know, you had to have a different SIM card set up for it, and you had to have Bluetooth to really use it, because you weren't going to just, you know, use a headset with it tied to your wrist, and you didn't really want to speak on speakerphone all the time. But it was a pretty cool concept. I think handyman, you know, I think of like the guys in my building who come around and they work on stuff. It'd be very cool for them because they're working on a job. They don't have to pull their phone out to see, oh, I got to get to apartment XYZ because this is an emergency or something, or even talk to somebody, you know, in the building. Maybe, I don't know. I see it like they always talk about they want something like that, and that's why they were interested in some of the other things, or like Android Wear and stuff. So I don't know. It does have. I think it does have some uses. It's again, it's not a need. I don't think anybody would ever say it's a need ever at this point.
No, but it's a great convenience.
Yeah. No, it is. So you don't think it's redundant as you thought it was before? You thought it was just a waste and a redundancy.
I did.
Yeah.
I did, and it is, but it isn't. You know
I think I'm one of the few people who's going to like this thing as far as a reviewer. I think a lot of reviewers slam it. You got to take it for what it is, and you got to realize it's Gen 1, and it looks cool, and it's sharp, and whatever. Although in the interviews, I thought it looked a little bit big in the playback of the interviews, but I like the way it looks. I don't know. And it's a watch, and a watch is cool. Like, I mean, it does so much more than a regular watch would do. I don't know. Like a regular watch would just tell me the time, maybe do chrono, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's cool. All right. The PC should be here tomorrow, I guess. So we've got two PCs, and we're going to be talking about seeing them and see how they compare to the Macs. And, you know, we're using them for video editing and seeing, you know, I love Mac. I love Apple. I really do. I get frustrated at times. I got very frustrated the other day, especially with, you know what I realized, Greg? I feel like I'm Henry Hill in Goodfellas. I feel like I should be the guy who cuts the line and does the thing. In fact, over the weekend, I cut 3 lines inadvertently. I didn't cut them. Jill was like, what are you doing? There's a line here. We were somewhere. And I just went right to the front. I didn't even see the line. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even see the line.
That's rude.
It is rude, though. I don't wait on lines. I can't stand waiting on lines. And I expect service. And I guess that's what I became accustomed to with Apple. And then I wound up paying for it with joint venture. Now when I'm not a joint venture and I come back to reality, right, to the world, and, you know, I'm just a guy who eats spaghetti with ketchup, you know. I'm not pasta and gravy. You know, that's the famous Henry Hill line. And so I come down to reality, and I realize that, and then it's like, wait, but it got worse since then, because I think they have watches, they've got iPads, they've got iPhones, they've got laptops, they've got desktops, so they have all these customers they have to serve now, so they have a 2-week wait to get in there, basically. A week to 2 weeks, especially in a high-traffic area like New York. And I got frustrated, and I think rightfully so, because I believe that paying a premium gives you certain features. Now, we're going to see if maybe a PC will be more cost effective and work just as good just for one task, video editing. And, you know, we'll see. I know I'm not giving up a Mac, but maybe it makes more business sense in the back to have some PCs for you guys to cut up the highlights and do all that stuff, to post it to Facebook, to get it everywhere, and then to do the best of the week show. Maybe that makes a lot of sense. I know this has polarized everybody. The audience has been completely polarized about this. It's really amazing to me, and it seems like a lot of people have switched to Mac, and now we're wondering, wow, I'm on my second or third Mac. What should I do? People keep saying they have the same issues. For years I said Macs were better because they have no downtime. You have zero productivity loss. All that makes it worth getting a Mac. They're fun experiences. You smile when you turn a Mac on. You're happy. Even you, who's a PC guy, likes a Mac and told me this morning that you were wandering around Best Buy looking at some Macs the other day.
Yeah, I don't want to admit it, but yeah.
Right. So there's sex appeal to it. It's sexy. They work well. There is the productivity thing. I've always said that for years. Oh, you do so much more productivity that it's worth the extra cost of admission. You get the service. You get this. I'm not sure that's the case anymore. I don't know. Well, I'm not sure I'm ready to give up my Mac. I don't think I ever will. I love the iPad. I love the iPhone. I love how they all integrate well. But we're going to start using some PCs around here and see how they do, because we're a startup and we've got to watch every dollar we spend. And I can't spend triple the price for one computer that has half of the system specs. But I will say, again, that I do think a Mac runs more efficiently. The operating system runs more efficiently. So we'll see. I do worry about it. And this is why I've always sat there with that trade-off every time we've ever thought about a PC and said, no, let's just get a Mac. Let's spend the money. But now we have to conserve. So we'll see. And I think it'll be interesting for you guys. We'll keep you posted on that. That'll be interesting as well. They should be here tomorrow, so we'll get them set up and we'll do some cool stuff on them. And we'll edit some this volleyball stuff into a package probably and upload it. We have some other stuff. We never uploaded some John Stark stuff we have. We have to edit that stuff. We've got a lot of other stuff to get to, so that'll be fun. I think we're going to do something with Cloud9 Exotics on Saturday, by the way. I'm excited about that. And you can join us. You can be there. It's like $100 a person, and you get to drive these wild cars. Cloud9exotics.com. I think I'm going to double check that website, but I'll tell you something. I think it's certainly worth it if you ever wanted to drive these cars and you're in the area. They're going to do that at MetLife Stadium. We'll bring you guys some footage of that next week if we do it. And in addition to that, it's Cloud9exotics.com, the number 9. And we had them on yesterday. That was pretty cool. And maybe Greg will figure out what he's going to do with his car, and by driving some of them. And, you know, I think we really need to, we're going to start doing some video gaming shows. I know that Dippin streamed some live gameplay last night from his Xbox on Twitch. So that was a cool test he did. And then we're going to do some stuff from the studio and all sorts of crazy stuff. And then I really want to get Garage Queens going. We really need to get that going. So you and I, Greg, will have to talk about that, because we got to figure that out and how to get that going, and we'll sit with Adam and figure that all out. But I think we've got some good stuff going. We've got some exciting stuff around the corner as well. A lot going on. It'll be interesting to see what happens with the PCs, the Apple Watch, the whole deal.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good time.
Yeah. So, I mean, do you think I'm a jerk? Because I'm not a line cutter. As soon as I realized that, I went to the back of the line. But I don't know. I'm that guy who needs help immediately, and I can't stand waiting on line. I need to be treated special. I don't know why.
I mean, I think
you kind of see that though, right?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, if you're cutting the line and you're staying there, that's rude.
No, but I didn't cut.
You didn't.
Right.
You went to the back. So it could have been said that maybe you were just aloof, not really paying attention, and you're not actually Mr. I want help now.
Well, I am absent-minded. I'm so focused on what I'm doing. You actually said it to me today. You were like, you said, I talk about how Jordan had the focus, and there are some things Jeter had the focus. There are the intangibles. And you brought it up to me. I'm not comparing myself to those guys, please, but you said you've got unbelievable focus. And I said, yeah, I guess, I don't know. Jill's brought that to my attention before. I once edited the Darryl Strawberry documentary we did. It's an hour-long documentary. It's probably 150 hours of footage. Locked myself in a room and edited it in 2 days. I didn't even come out to eat barely. I came out, got a snack, went back in.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I could do that.
It was a lot of work. I don't know. I've got laser focus, and so you saw it today, especially here, back here. And so I think sometimes I just get wrapped up in what I'm doing, and I don't know. I just am not self-aware. Well, I feel terrible when I do stuff like that, and I try to rectify it, and I try to be like cool about it. I don't know. But I do expect like service and stuff. I do expect. I mean, like we made an arrangement at that food place today to leave our gear back there and have it protected, keep it out of the rain. Like most people would deal with it or do something. I don't want to. I'd make an arrangement to walk the gear from the car, like have the car closer. I want to get closer to the action with the girls. I want to walk right on the court. Now today it was a little different. I was a little bit more respectful, but normally I'd just be right in the middle of them playing and stuff.
Yeah, they.
I get in people's personal space, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to get a couple of closer shots, but
we did. We used the digital zoom of the phone, which actually worked out pretty well.
It worked out really well, right?
Yeah. So, I was impressed with the girls, though. I thought they were really cool people, and
very talented.
Very talented. Seriously, they had that one volley at the end that was amazing, and they're just very talented in general, I think,
No, I totally agree.
Yeah. I think that you got to get down to the AVP. We might go tomorrow to do some AVP stuff. I don't know what we're going to do for the show if we do that, or maybe we'll try and stream from there. I don't know. It could get a little nuts.
It could. I mean, we really got to test out live to air.
I mean, because live to air works good, but then we don't know what the internet's like on the West Side Highway downtown. Plus, they've done some updates, and we haven't played with it since they did some updates. It's 2 weeks since we've really used it.
Yeah, I mean, what was ISTE?
Yeah,
ISTE was the last time we were using that.
The live to air app on TerraDeck, the TerraDeck live to air app on the Padcaster and everything.
Yeah, and I mean, short of the mediocre router we had going on.
Now we got the Ruckus.
Yeah, now the Ruckus.
We've barely had time to test the Ruckus.
Soon, man. Hopefully we have time, maybe tonight or tomorrow.
We don't ever stop running, do we?
No.
I mean, I was here at 11 o'clock last night, sending emails, working, packing gear. It's crazy.
It's nonstop.
It's nonstop. We're constantly working on the show for you, for the Terrifics. Many ways to reach us. You can reach us on social media at BeTerrific TV. And, of course, you can also reach us, I think, though, on Twitch. I think the one thing is on Twitch we're just BeTerrific, which makes no sense to me. But anyway. And then, of course, you can send us email, connect@beterrific.com. And you can join our Slack chat, which we love, beterrific.com/Slack. And we love that. That's one of our favorite ways to reach us, because you can have real-time conversation 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then when we're on air, you can converse back and forth. How does that sound? Is that good? I tell us what they've won, Rod. Tell us what they've won, Rod. Is that better? That was not, the first one wasn't good. And then I did not know that, Ed.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Tell them what they've won, Rod.
Wasn't on point, but it wasn't bad.
How about the second one?
Second one was pretty good.
Yeah, it was not bad. I should have done my Michael Buffer into Howard Cosell for her today.
Oh, man.
Was the Howard Cosell good?
It was all right. I
thought
it was
bad,
good.
Right? Yeah. I was watching something with him the other night on the USFL. That was a great documentary, how the USFL died. I never knew that. I never knew it was as popular as it was. Jim Kelly played there, Doug Flutie, John Elway threatened to go there, and Donald Trump is blamed for breaking the league. But I mean, who knows? But I don't want to side with Donald Trump, especially now, with all the things that are going on. But I actually think that Trump's vision was right. Where he basically said you can't have a league in the spring, you have to have it in the fall. It's got to go head-to-head with the NFL. I don't know that it was so much that. It's just that they needed to find a way to make money, and people weren't as interested in the spring. I think they had a couple of key things that went wrong for them, and they wound up suing the NFL. They won, but they won no damages, and so it was interesting. It was a very interesting 30 for 30, by the way. Very, very interesting 30 for 30. All right. By the way, we talked to the guys from who have the DeLoreans in like Massachusetts on the way back from the AVP thing today, and it looks like we're going to set that up for sometime in August. We're going to go up there and do a live show from there, hopefully. Knock on wood, all works out with that. These guys are great. They're just unbelievable guys, and I can't wait to share their story. And there's another side story to it, which is they're like the premier World War II and just veterans in general collectible place. That's what they do for a living. Did you even know that? Did you know that you could? I thought this was like a hobby. I didn't realize people could trade and buy and sell collectible like World War II and other veterans stuff, like uniforms and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. You know what I would always love? I wanted that helmet from Top Gun. I wanted that helmet with the cool glasses that came down over it and the
I'm sure you could find those at an Army surplus
Oh,
store
they're
somewhere.
so expensive, man. They're so expensive.
But to look like that,
I know.
I think it's worth the money. I think that that's more worth the money than that watch.
Dude, they're like $3,000 or $4,000. They're not like $700 for a watch.
Yeah, but $3,000 to $4,000 to look like the man.
I mean, you can't walk around with the helmet on.
Why not?
What do I need the jumpsuit?
I would rock the jumpsuit.
What if we got matching helmets and jumpsuits and we just walked? When we're there, maybe he has that stuff. We could put it on and we could get a shot of us walking like we're walking to the flight deck.
I would do it.
Yeah,
100%.
Like we're in the right
No shame.
stuff or in Top Gun. I've got a need for speed. Yeah, I got the shades. I can make it work.
I've never had shades.
I used to have the Tom Cruise hair. You saw it this morning.
Yeah, it was pretty snazzy, man.
Oh man, what happened to that? You don't see any. Nobody's in a movie like this as the cool guy. This is, you know what this is? This is Ed Harris in Mission Control. You know, this is I'm the nut job. This is the Michael Douglas falling down.
No, you look good, man.
Thank you.
It fits you.
I look good in that commercial for Easy Up. I got to get back to that weight. Definitely. Yeah.
Well,
I look a little chunky here.
See, I don't.
You know, I felt like the fat guy. I shouldn't say that. You remember the VJ from MTV, Dave? He was a nice guy. I think his name was Dave.
I don't know. I think you're going way back.
They hired him when they hired Jesse Van Camp with the I Want to Be a DJ competition. Anyway, he was cool. He was very nice. But I feel like him or Tom Arnold, you know? I'm the like fun, funny, charismatic, chunky guy.
See, I don't see you that way. I don't know.
See, I told you this morning, everything's about perception, right? How you see me, how the viewers see me, that's different than how I see me, or how you see yourself. Isn't that true? It's interesting.
I suppose it is.
You learn that more and more here, not here at BeTerrific, but on television. We talked about how, like, I thought it was so amazing that, you know, all these girls. Okay, so let's talk about this for a second. I was going to go to commercial and then come back. I'm excited about the Back to the Future guys with the cars. I'm so thrilled about that.
That's going to be a fun time.
It's going to be a fun time. I would wear the jumpsuit and the helmet. I think I would. I would geek out that much.
I would want to see it.
You would.
I would want to
But you'd want to do it too.
I would. Of course, I would want to do it.
Who
wouldn't?
You could be my wingman anytime.
Oh man.
Oh dude, this is. Have you seen? Oh my God, I'm totally. I used to go to Averex in the city. I had the bomber jacket. I wanted the Top Gun jacket, like the Tom Cruise one. But my father talked me into that bomber jacket from like World War II era, which was the flak jacket basically, and you know the wool. And so it was like the Memphis Belle jacket is what I got, and it was cool. I wore it for a long time till I outgrew it. But I really wanted the Top Gun one, you know. But Averex, they made all the military surplus stuff. Certainly like the replicas of it and stuff. It was super cool. But yeah, I mean, it'd be hard to be as cool as Tom Cruise in that movie with the Harley and the planes and the glasses and the jacket and the flight suit. I think I could rock a flight suit because I'm a short guy. Like, I actually think I'd look better in a flight suit. Maybe that should be my Halloween costume.
There you go. Do it.
Yeah, the flight suit. Or a Ghostbuster outfit.
Be a little bit better than that prison outfit that I gave you.
Oh, my God. That whole thing. The other day you dropped off at my place. What about if I did I could be Marty McFly?
See, I'm not sure you could pull that off.
I used to be able to with the hair. I could have pulled it off then. With the hair.
With the hair, yeah.
Yeah. I know. I can't pull it off now. I know. I might have to go for I'm going to go for the guy in Top Gun who's like this. What's his name? We talked about him a couple weeks ago. I don't know. He was in Back to the Future. He was the guy who was the principal.
Now you're going to make me look this up.
Where they buzz the tower with him in it. He gets all upset. I don't remember his name, but he's a cool dude. He had a bald head. Anyway, I love the flight suit thing. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. The helmet would be cool. The helmet would be cool because I had a hat collection when I was a kid. So my father, he would drag me, this was awful, to all these antique shows. There was nothing to do at antique shows. So I would find hats, old hats, and I would collect them. I had an old fireman's hat, an old fencing hat. God knows where these things are now. Got lost in translation with many moves and many houses and many people, right? Like my father and my ex-stepmother and my this and my that and all over the place. But I had like I had fencing masks and fire helmets, and I had old football helmets that were so cool. They'd look so cool on a desk. I had all sorts of great hats, and then I had baseball cap collection. Like I had a UPS hat and a Starbucks hat and a Mr. Softy hat and a FedEx hat, all gone. And this was before everybody sold their merchandise. Like, you had to talk people into. I think I might even have this somewhere. I have a Secret Service hat. I was a junior correspondent for NBC at the conventions in 2000, and I had to talk the Secret Service into that for a long time. I used to trade pins. Maybe I'll bring the pins in. And that was like that was like what you would trade. That was the deal. That was the big deal. That was the commerce, right? It was awesome. And I have all these pins. I collected like all these pins. It was exciting. And then I think I got 2 hats. It was really hard to get, and I had to really fight for them. And one, I had to give these guys a ride for a hat, and then they were trying to not give me the hat, and then they gave me the hat. It was pretty cool. I'll tell you that story a whole nother time. But I had a hat collection, so like I always wanted one of these flight helmets, but they were so expensive always, even a Vietnam era at that time, because that's really when these flight helmets were started. They were so expensive, but I always wanted one. I think it'd be the coolest thing. I'd put one of those on my desk. For sure I would put one on my desk. Absolutely. Anyway, the thing that bothers me is, so this is a perfect example. Greg and I talked about this earlier. The women today were beautiful from Team VolleyChick and from the AVP. But the thing is, like all people, they have some imperfections. They could be on the cover of a magazine. They'd get airbrushed. Their thighs would be made slimmer and all this stuff. Then women like my wife, like Heather, like all these girls and women out there would see that, say, oh, that's perfection. How come I'm not that? I got to be that. They get it into their head, like I think I got to be super thin and all this stuff. And they're trying to achieve something that doesn't even exist. And then we notice when we're there, look at this, look at that, look at that. And I just wish that sometimes we just let people be who they are and we let them have their imperfections. Sure, I understand you want people to look right when they're representing your product or they're in a cover of a magazine and they want to look right too. But we go overboard. And I don't think it's fair, and it's not fair to women. It's always something that bothers me. But you saw it firsthand today, Greg. This might have been the first time you saw that. I've been around models and actresses and athletes my whole life. And I've been around the photoshopping and stuff, but you saw it firsthand.
Yeah.
And what did you think?
I don't know, man.
So his name is Duke Stroud?
Duke Stroud.
Yeah. There you go, Duke Stroud.
That's the actor's name.
That's the guy I would be. Air Boss Johnson. So that's the guy I would be in Top Gun probably. Although I wish I was the lead. Like I could be. I think I could be that tough, that cool.
I think you could pull it off.
I could pull it off. Yeah.
You could pull it off.
But anyway. So I'll tell you what. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll wrap this up in a nice bow. We'll show you some footage from the day, just in case you missed it earlier in the show. Really cool footage of Team VolleyChick practicing AVP. AVP.com, TeamVolleyChick.com. Don't forget Cloud9Exotics.com. That's Saturday morning. Go to Cloud9 Exotics Saturday morning. Drive some cars really fast in a safe environment, and then go from there to the West Side Highway and watch some volleyball. Cloud9Exotics.com, AVP.com, and of course TeamVolleyChick.com or VolleyChick.com. Don't forget WowWee. You got to pre-order your WowWee Revs at Target. That is WowWee Revs. Put that in the search engine in Target. Pre-order them, and of course, look us up on everything at BeTerrific TV, social media. Don't forget, you can connect with us on email, connect@BeTerrific.com, and of course, join our Slack chat, BeTerrific.com/Slack. We'll be back with a whole lot more right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Introducing REV, Robotic Enhanced Vehicles. Connect your device with a REV card, and it's completely under your control. The other car can sense where you are, driven by an artificially intelligent CPU drone. You have the firepower, but do you have the skill? The REV drone knows where to strike. The question is, how will you strike back? You can challenge the REV drone, or battle against your friends. Drive into REV multiplayer with up to 12 vehicles. Drive to survive. Survive to win. REV, Robotic Enhanced Vehicles. Starter pack comes with 2 vehicles. Smart ramp and other vehicles sold separately. Batteries not included.
Introducing a portable, solar-powered charging solution that moves at the speed of life. Family vacations, long road trips, in the airport, around campus, on the trail, the lake, or the links. The DuoFlex puts the power of the sun in the palm of your hand. With a removable battery pack, dual configuration, and a weather-resistant, rugged design, the DuoFlex fits every lifestyle and every activity. Freedom to live, to move, to play, to be fully charged.
At BeTerrific, we do a lot of events and bring you a lot of great coverage. But we need to spread the word about BeTerrific, and you guys do a great job of doing that for us. We really appreciate that. But to do it fully, we need branding. And when we do these events, we need to be able to set up quickly and easily and have a home base, to be able to create a set, protect our gear, and shield our talent from lights of the event we're in, so we can add our own lighting and hang our cameras. We've teamed up with EasyUp to do that for Comic-Con and going forward. They gave us a great shelter that takes no time to set up and also is toolless. It's phenomenal and it's reasonably priced. So whether you have a production company, a media house, or you want to just sell some products at an event, what you need is an EasyUp top. An EasyUp top is phenomenal. You can do all sorts of branding. You can add side rails like we have. You can add a back wall like we have. And you'll get aerial branding, on the ground branding, and a place to put all your stuff, protect your team, and call home. It's perfect. What you want to do is go to easyup.com. That's easyup.com. Talk to Wayne Dove. He's a sales guy there. He's amazing. He's become a good friend, and he took good care of us. He's the one who got us our tent. They've got great people there, they've got a great team, and they've got a great, rich, storied history. There's no better shelter, there's no faster shelter than EasyUp. It sets up in minutes, it's fire tested and fire rated, and it's fire retardant. They're really, really structurally sound, and they look beautiful. How could you beat that? Oh yeah, I forgot. They're reasonably priced. So that's the kicker. Go to easyup.com. Tell Wayne that BeTerrific sent you. They'll take good care of you, don't worry, and have your company represented well at your next event. And it only takes minutes to set up and break down and then set up again. Look how amazing it looks. I am so excited about this. Thank you, EasyUp.
Introducing Rev. One car, an artificially intelligent drone. The other completely under your control. You do more than drive, Rev. You fight to survive. The Rev drone knows where you are and when to strike. The question is, how will you strike back? Rev, driven for battle. You can challenge the Rev drone or battle against your friends. Starter pack comes with 2 vehicles. Smart ramp sold separately. Batteries not included. From Wowie.
Rode microphones are the official microphones of BeTerrific. Find out more at rodemic.com.
Welcome back to the Michael Artsis Show. I'm Michael Artsis. Thanks so much for joining us. Hope we're changing the setup here. Hopefully you like it. We've made the chairs smaller. We're instead of using director's chairs, we've lowered them, and we're testing out to see if we want to get some different furniture in here. And let me know what you think. Hit us up in the Slack chat, of course. You can also send us email, connect@beterrific.com. I kind of like it. I like how it looks behind me, and I like that. You know, it's a little bit. It can be a little bit more relaxed. The director's chairs are a little stiff, a little bit less comfortable. I think they're perfect for the road for our mobile set, but maybe in here we just need to, you know, do something a little more casual, especially as we start doing other shows. Give ourselves a couple of different looks. So I'm curious what you think. But yeah, today was awesome. I thought we had a lot of fun. It was a crazy, crazy day, was it not, Greg? I mean, we started out. We were supposed to leave really early in the morning. We get a text from Team VolleyChick saying, "Hey, the venue might be moved. All right, tell us what direction to head in, because, or do we have any idea where it might be moved? We could head in the general direction. Traffic's going to start to get really bad in a few minutes." We wound up getting into a holding pattern, heading to the office so that we could at least do stuff. Literally 5 minutes after we walk in, we get the new venue, and we think it's going to take us forever to get there. You got there in record time. It was like there was no traffic, and right as we were going over the Brooklyn Bridge, the skies just opened up and didn't stop. They didn't relent. And then we beat Team VolleyChick there, which was amazing. And then we shot really quick, a couple of interviews, as much as we could, some stuff, and we got out of there. And got out of their way, too. I think they were very focused,
Yeah,
which is
were
good.
They
had
definitely
that focus.
focused.
They had that laser focus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I haven't seen that before from AVP players. You know, it seems like it's every time I've interviewed people from AVP, it's always been fun and games, and this was very serious, which was cool. But we did have some fun and games, but it was a lot more serious. You know. Also, I think that there's, you know, so it was nuts. Like, we didn't know what we were doing. Then it was pouring rain. You're out in the outdoors, the pouring rain, and then the camera gear. And it was like a very, you experienced today a very much a news shoot. Like, and I say that in the fact that hurry up and wait, hurry up and change it, hurry up and change it, and now battle the elements. And we rolled with it pretty well. I'm proud of you. You did a great job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It was a fun time.
Yeah, we rolled with it as best we could, and I think we did a good job. What else is there? There's so much to talk about in different schemes and things. I don't want to get started with too much on other things today. But I do want to say Aftershocks is supposed to be tomorrow. I think they have to postpone because their crowdfunding campaign's not ready. They ran into some red tape, I think, with their crowdfunding campaign. So because it's not ready, as much as we'd like to have them in here and show off the Aftershocks and stuff like that, maybe it's better that we do it when they have something to promote as well. So I think that we have to postpone them, or they have to postpone us, I guess. And, you know, it's still a little disappointing, but we'll make it happen. Next week we have the bat boy from the Yankees who's 60 years old. I mean, 60 years old. He was a bat boy in the 60s, Anthony. And that should be interesting. We're going to talk about the Mickey Mantle. We're going to talk about Maris. We're going to talk about some other stuff that he got to do. It seems like it was a lot of fun. And we have a lot of other great guests, but we're going to have some solo shows too. And we're deciding whether we make the show from 3 to 5 or 4 to 6, but we want to extend it to 2 hours because you guys seem to want that so badly. So give us your input. Those are Eastern times. We appreciate it. You guys are turning out in record numbers and are awesome. We're trying to figure out a lot of other things that we could be doing, and you know, and for you guys, and that's exciting as well. So we'll bring you a lot of great content just very soon. So stay with it. Before we leave today, Greg, I want to show them some more AVP footage. Can we do that? Can we?
Yeah,
Because
sure
I know
we
some of
can.
them might have missed it. So let's play this with a little bit of music and then come back and wrap this up. What do you think?
Sounds good.
All right, check it out. to me that that's a park in New York City. So amazing to me. I mean, that was a rundown area when I was a kid. That is Brooklyn Bridge Park on the Promenade in Brooklyn, or underneath the Promenade, right near Brooklyn Heights. It's in the Dumbo section, really. I guess it's a little bit probably south of Dumbo. Dumbo is down under the Manhattan Brooklyn underpasses, and you know, that's what, or overpasses rather. That's what Dumbo stands for. That's a hot, hip area now, but it was desolate back in the 80s and early 90s, and it was beautiful. You can go have a good quality of life there, ride a bike, play on basketball courts, do all sorts of things, and even beach volleyball. Who knew till today? I didn't even know that. We hung out with the AVP, Team VolleyChick, which is part of the AVP. It was a lot of fun. Got to thank the AVP and AVP.com. Check it out. Got to thank their PR staff. They've been wonderful. Of course, you got to thank Di Pearson and Team VolleyChick. I got to thank Meg, who was awesome, Dana, who was unbelievable, and of course Kim, who's great, and the rest of the girls there, whose names I didn't even get to pick up because we were in and out that quickly. It was a crazy day. They did it in the rain with us, and we had a lot of fun. Greg, I mean, that was like your first real kind of shoot like this, in all sorts of crazy things going on, and then having to shoot it with an iPhone, racing back here, getting the footage loaded, and then I gotta say a loose cut on the switcher. That wasn't even cut on an editing system, just on the switcher, playing clip to clip to clip, and that's why sometimes you saw that stuttering. But what do you think, man? That's pretty impressive, right?
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of work.
What'd you learn today? You learned it's not always, especially in the news business, how good you are. It's how good you are fast. You have to be able to get it done quickly and turn it around, right?
Yeah.
And then a lot of hurry up and wait.
A lot of hurry up and wait.
And a lot of prepare for the elements. I'm covered in sand, by the way. It's awful. That was the worst part of the day for me. It was a great day, but that was the bad part.
Yeah, you managed to clean a lot of it off, though. I'm still sort of sitting in it.
Well, because I can't. You're okay with it, right?
Yeah, I figured if I would have tried to clean off the pants and the shoes, like, I'd have just made a mess.
So I guess yeah, you would have made a mess, and so you just decided to stick with it. But I said, look, I admitted it last week I'm a germaphobe, right?
Right.
On air. So now everybody knows that. How did I do?
Surprisingly well.
You know, thank you. That's the thing Strawberry would say, though, to me. He'd say, Mike, you hide behind the microphone. Anytime that I have to do it for a story, boom, I don't even think about it. But she's like, take your shoes off, done. You know, I was a little hesitant at first, but I did it. I didn't even hesitate when she said that, right?
No, you were right on it.
Yeah.
Barefoot, stepping in, use napkins.
There you go. And then now if I think about it, I freak out a little. So I had to clean the dirt. Look at this. I got stuff on me. I had to clean it off immediately. Yeah, I don't know. I wore my less fashionable shoes just in case today.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, I've got these in the gray with the lime green. They're cool. These are the Lunar Glides. They're pretty comfortable. I got a bunch of Nikes, a bunch of New Balance. You know, I try to be hip. I don't know.
And you say I'm silly for owning two of the same pair of shoes.
But I don't have two pairs. That one's a nice pair and one's not. I mean, yes, this one's a little bit more worn out, so I'll wear that. I want to keep the other one nicer, but I'm not like, oh, that's my dressy pair. That's my nice pair. Not since I was probably 12 years old. My mother would do that and go, those are the ones you have to wear to Jarrett's birthday party. You can't get them dirty. No scuff marks. I'd wear them with the nice sweatpants.
Well, I like to wear nice-looking kicks sometimes.
I agree.
I really like the way they look, and they get worn out over time. They do.
That's true.
And I don't know. I like to have a second set, on hand in case
It's not really a bad policy.
Catastrophic happens.
I'm giving you a hard time. It's not really a bad policy. Handsome Jarrett, his mother used to do that, and she'd take one pair and save them. So when the boys got older, right? So, and he had two brothers. So like a couple of years ago, one day he was wearing a brand new pair of Bo Jacksons, but from back in the day, brand new, and they were his the whole time. He just took them out of the box and started wearing them. Yeah, that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
I wish my mom thought of that.
Well.
Yeah.
Hello?
You're getting it down. You're pretty good at it.
I'm trying, man.
Yeah.
I practice every night.
I think I got her close to a scooter. That's what she said last night when I was talking on the iWatch to her, the Apple Watch, whatever it's called. She said that the doctor, you remember how she said, do I want to talk to her doctor? I said, no, the guy won't take your license away. She still has a license, meanwhile.
That's terrifying.
If you saw her, you'd be horrified. So, anyway, she told me she talked to the doctor yesterday, and he says, you know what, it's time for a scooter, and it'll be good for you. It's not going to take away your freedom. It's not going to make you an invalid. It's not going to keep you in the scooter. It's good for, like, if you have to go to the mall and you got to move around a lot or you got to do this. It'll free you. It'll give you an opportunity to do things you couldn't do because you couldn't walk that far. Now it'll free you. And so I think that there's a lot of truth to that. That's what I was trying to say. Maybe it was a little frustrating. I had to not say, I had to bite my tongue. Like, when I say it, it falls on deaf ears. When the doctor says it, boo-hoo. You know?
Maybe he caught some BeTerrific.
Maybe he caught some BeTerrific, that's right. But she listened to him. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. She's working on that. I'm excited about that.
That's good, man.
Yeah. There you go. And it was a fun day, right?
It was. I had a lot of fun. It was a bit hectic in the morning. You know, a couple of curveballs, but overall it was good.
We handled them all, though. You were great. I'm very proud of you. You did a great
Knocked
job.
them out of the park, I think.
Yeah. I thought the one funny thing is she didn't really pick up on the home run joke, Meg.
Yeah, that was a little strange.
I was like, yeah, I like to hit home runs.
Because she was on point with everything else.
Yeah.
She was, like, right there. You know what I mean? Like, everything you tossed at her, she got, except for that.
Yes, absolutely. Everything I tossed at her, except for that, she got. Apparently, we've been having some live stream problems today. Maybe you, the Terrifics, are just coming out in so many numbers that we're just taking them down. We've done that before. Maybe we're giving them problems. We get reports of it buffering and stuff. We did enjoy the AVP, and so we've got some buffering issues. We will upload the show, of course. We put all the archives up on BeTerrific.com and our YouTube page, youtube.com/BeTerrificTV. I would say next week they'll start going up regularly once we get these new computers in here. But in the meantime, we're a little bit slow to get them up, but we will. But we're also going to be cutting a highlight reel from today at the AVP, and also maybe those interviews into some stuff. So we'll have some fun with that, and we'll get that all to you guys. So just so you know, we'll also, I think starting next week, we're going to do a best of the week. Maybe it'll be 2 weeks from now. We'll start doing a best of the week and all sorts of stuff so you guys can get caught up if you miss anything. Like I said, all the archives are there, but you still can get caught up. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of hectic stuff, but it was cool. And we hung out with the AVP, the Team VolleyChick girls. I mean, what are we supposed to say? It's awesome.
I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, they're beautiful, talented women.
And professional athletes.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes I have to pinch myself. I've been on the field many times at Yankee Stadium and Citi Field and Shea Stadium and the old Yankee Stadium, in the bowels of Madison Square Garden. You get to do all these crazy things. We're going to drive exotic cars on Saturday. I mean, to me, it's like I got to pinch myself and say, what am I doing here? How did this happen? Where I get to do all this cool stuff, and I never forget, like when I walk on the field, the first time I felt that, you know, and hang out with all these guys and go get cheesesteaks with Darryl Reed in Philadelphia in the middle of the night in South Philly, and the cook says, get out of here. You can't be here. He says, no, he's with me, he's eating, you know? Or having a hotel room with Marion Barber and Larry Fitzgerald hanging out in there with Lawrence Moroney and whatever in Minnesota. Sometimes I'm like, what is going on here? You know? I never take it for granted, not a second, not 1 second. It was pretty cool. We just rolled up and hung out with some AVP girls. Could have been guys, it could have been girls, it doesn't matter, with some pro athletes. Like, how many people could say that? And we get to bring it to you, the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special, and you're breaking the internet. We love it. So thank you. Thank you. Thank AVP. Thank Team VolleyChick. VolleyChick.com. AVP.com. Don't forget about Cloud9 Exotics. They're cool people. You got to go there. If you're in the area, for $100, you get to drive all these crazy cars in a safe environment. Why wouldn't you do it? $100. Saturday. MetLife Stadium. I don't know. I told the guy last night, I called him up. I said, listen, I want to help you. I like what you're doing. You're a startup. Let me give you a plug. Let me plug you tomorrow. Tell me about the deal. Literally, you get to get in these cars and drive them around a 4-minute track. Each car, it's like $100. That's it. You get to break the wheels loose. You get to have a lot of fun. Why wouldn't you want to do it? You drive a Ferrari F430. Have you ever driven a Ferrari F430, Greg?
I haven't.
Have you ever driven a Ferrari?
No. The most expensive vehicle I've driven is the Camaro I own.
Wow. Well, I guess that might change on Saturday, huh?
I'm hoping.
You drive it like you're in the movie The Transformers.
Do I? Well,
that's how I would drive it, though, too.
Got to drive it like you stole it, man.
But, I mean, the cool thing is that we're going to drive it, and you don't have to worry about getting pulled over.
That's always a plus.
Yeah, that is always a plus. You're a man of many words today. How you feeling? How you liking? First of all, how you feeling? I know you're not feeling well. Thank you for being a trooper today. I kind of thought I was going to. You told me last night I'm not feeling great. I thought I was going to get the text, dude. I'm out. I'm not feeling. I'm dialing it in. I'm calling, I'm phoning in sick.
No, you know what, man? Like,
You're a trooper. I like that.
I'm running on Tylenol and Fisherman's Friends.
Doesn't matter, you know, no sick days. No days off. Yeah, I like that.
You know, I feel like junk, but
and then I'm going to feel like junk, and then Jack is going to feel like junk, and then Jill's going to feel like junk.
Man.
Everybody's going to be upset. But I'm not going to be upset. I told you, you brought masks. You were so nice. The germaphobe, I'm going to wear a mask. I thought it was for me. It was for you. You said, I'm going to wear a mask so I don't get you sick. I said, forget that. Don't worry. I'm not afraid of getting sick. If I get sick, I get sick. I'll still be here. And listen, I'm not saying you're not allowed sick days. You're not feeling well. You don't have to be here. But I applaud that effort. I appreciate it. I'm proud of you. And yes, you said you're having fun. The show's going great, and you're part of it.
It is. Yeah. I mean, a lot of this stuff I'm sort of learning on the fly. But
you are.
You know, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. And really, like, thank you for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. You're making me proud, and thank you for doing it. And I want to just say to people, you know, a lot of times people don't want to give people an opportunity. There was no reason in the world not to give you an opportunity. I've known you a while. You said, hey, I'm looking for something. I said, hey, we're looking for somebody. Yeah, but I have no training. I said, you'll figure it out. It's not so hard. I'll help you. We're giving you an opportunity. I'm proud of that. I'm happy about it. It's part of what BeTerrific stands for, but I think more people need to give people an opportunity. No reason in the world not to give you an opportunity. Why would I not give you an opportunity?
I don't know.
You're a smart guy. You're a fun guy. You're a talented guy. You're a hardworking guy. Look at this. Look at how this is going. And soon you'll say, hey, I'm the reason people tune into the show. I want, X amount of dollars a year. I'm signing autographs. I'm doing this. It's all about me. Boom. Forget where you came from. I'm kidding. I think positive. It's the opposite. I only wish you the best. If somebody wants to offer you something, I wish it. And I hope that you're here for many years to come, and this is the ground floor, and you grow with the company, and the company grows with you, and it's a very good relationship.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm talking with my hands like I'm crazy. I'm in some movie. Anyway.
It's okay. A lot of people talk with their
hands. I just want to show the Apple Watch off.
I don't talk with my hands so much. I feel like I'm sort of stiff when I talk, and I feel like it comes off as awkward sometimes.
You're great. You're doing great. Just relax. You're doing great. You having fun?
I'm having fun. I'm
glad we could give you an opportunity. I'm glad you appreciate it. Honestly, that means the most. You appreciate it, and you've seized the opportunity. You're doing great. Any news on that Corvette?
Well, I got a text today. Earlier in the day, she was saying that the good used car guy was looking over the deal, and she got back to me just before we went live, actually, and said that the price that I'm looking for my car is doable, but they can't budge on what they have. They're at like the lowest they can go.
Wow.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
You're still 5 apart, right?
We're still 5 apart, but I might be able to wing that.
Really?
I might.
I think you got to get them down a little. I think you should say, all right, I'm walking. Play a little hardball. Do you need the car?
I don't need the
How
car.
badly do you want it?
Pretty bad. See, I won't know until Friday, like Friday-ish. I think I'm going to go, and the Chevy dealer in Paramus has an 07 Z06. Essentially the same thing.
Right.
And I'll probably head there, test drive it, see if it's
we should shoot that. We should go with you and shoot that.
We should. That'd be a good idea.
And you know what else? You should. What do they want for that 07?
42.
Maybe that's a better deal for you.
I said that to Heather last night.
Yeah.
It was like 1:30 in the morning. I had woken up because I couldn't breathe, and I was like, "Hey, Hez."
How many miles does that car have on it?
Theirs?
Yeah.
Not sure, actually. It's low.
But you said you'd never buy a car from Paramus. But if this is the perfect car, you doing it?
It's probably not.
Really?
They offered me 28 for mine, which is...
Why don't you just sell your car privately then? eBay, baby.
Do you know how hard... not hard. Do you know how, difficult that is to deal with all of the lowballers and...
I know. It's awful. It's awful. There's got to be somebody that'll buy your car for what it's worth, like a trade-in, but not to them. You know what I mean? That's a great business model. Somebody who will take your car for a trade-in value, and then they'll flip it. Like an app, where you could be like, I just gave away a great app. Flip my ride.
I mean, I would certainly appreciate that, because then I could realistically get a bit more for the car.
That would be like the Gazelle of cars.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's brilliant.
That's it.
You know Gazelle, they'll take your
write up the business plan. Let's do it.
Write up another business plan. You know how many? But I mean, think about it. And everybody could do just a little bit better than the dealership, probably. Like you think about it, like Gazelle is send in your phone, right, or your electronics, and you can trade up basically and they do good. We've interviewed Gazelle before, so this would be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I wish there were a better system for selling.
Flip
cars,
my ride.
You know what I mean? But I don't know.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
Then you'll have like 8 vets now that we thought of this together. Get on the coding of that.
Yeah, I'll hop on that. I'm going to go home and read it right now. I'm going to read how to code right now.
Exactly. Good. We're done.
Teach myself overnight.
You'll have like 80 vets. Hey, you want a collection of vets? You can have a collection. Are you gonna? But Saturday, if they bring the vet out, you get experience there too.
Yeah, in the C7,
which will be nice. Then you'll definitely not do the deal. You should wait till Sunday to do the deal.
See, I don't know. But the C7 is a little bit more expensive, but
Yeah.
But it might be worth the refinement. Everybody says, and
I think it will be.
I've been inside.
I don't think you're gonna like the C6. That's my prediction. I think if you drive it and you really get a chance to put it through its paces, you won't like it. And I think you don't have to drive all the way to Albany to do that. Binghamton, Orchard Park.
Orchard Park. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I'm a very basic guy. Like, look at the Neon.
Yeah.
The Neon has like no amenities at all, and I love it.
Yeah.
I would still drive it.
Yeah, but that car has sentimental value to you. You got a whole story we'll talk about another day.
But I have fun with it, even though, like, totally disregarding the sentimental value.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, but it's a toy. This is actually a car. It's a difference.
Yeah, but the Z06 could be a toy, too.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what you're going to do. I don't know. Well, it is a toy, but it's more of a car. You know? It's only got 2 seats, though. That's the problem. You got 2 kids.
Yeah.
You never take them in the Camaro?
So I'll take 2 trips.
You never take them in the Camaro?
I have taken them in the Camaro a few times.
I mean, they're going to miss this. This is I don't know.
We've hit up a few car shows.
You got to think this through a little. We got to do Garage Queens. Absolutely.
I agree.
Long
overdue.
The other thing is, you know what? Sean, the extender, puts in a great comment here in the Slack chat. This is actually true. Dealers jump through hoops the last couple days of the month. They got to meet their quotas. They want to make the sale. This guy, Rich, who wants a car, I was telling him, wait till the end of the year. You know, first of all, you got the Christmas deals going, and second of all, they want to get rid of as many of the 2015s as they can, and because he doesn't need a car, this guy, Rich. He wants a car. And so they want to get rid of as many of the 2015s as they can, and plus they want to move cars because it's the end of the month. So like the 23rd, 24th of, you know, you start really pushing them on the 20th of, you know, December, and you can make a really good deal. You drag it out a little. They get nutty, especially because December's a short month there with Christmas and New Year's coming up. All right. Additionally, how do you like those Fisherman's Friends? I've gotten you basically addicted to them.
Yeah, these things are amazing.
And they make you feel better, especially because you're not feeling well.
They really do, and it's hilarious because I didn't think they were going to work as well as you drum them up to be because of the watch. The watch is amazing.
I didn't say the watch was amazing.
No, not now. Before buying it, you were like, oh man, this got to be good. I don't know why reviewers...
Why do I sound like Christopher Walken all of a sudden? Oh man, this has got to be good. You did it much better than me. You just did a Christopher Walken. You don't even know it.
Not even trying.
Do it again. Oh man. No, you can't do it now.
I'm not Johnny on the spot.
You're not. All right, anyway.
Anyway, yeah, and they're really good. They help a lot.
No,
I stopped sucking on one, and it's like the cough. It comes right back.
Yeah.
And I got to pop another one in.
Yeah, they are good, though.
Hopefully I'm not ruining anything by...
I hope not.
Like,
well, you have to read the instructions.
on them.
I'll give you the box. You can read the instructions. The ones that are the best, though, are the ones that taste the worst.
They're pretty bad.
Yeah.
They're pretty bad. Once you...
The originals.
Once you get over the shock of the nasty taste...
Yeah.
They're not that bad. The menthol really, like, hides
them, yeah. Jill won't take... She won't any of them. She doesn't even want to come near me when I have them because she thinks they stink. Anyway, I love them. Fisherman's Friends. They're awesome. I give them free plugs all the time. They help me get through these marathon shows when we're doing back-to-back interviews and stuff like that, or when I'm sick. I've been sick on the air. I have the cough button in that drawer, which we have to... Should have asked... Poon stopped by yesterday. Should have asked him where the charging cable for that thing is, the power cord. We need to find that because one day we'll need it, maybe even for you. But thanks for coming in when you're not feeling well. I'm glad the Fisherman's Friends helped, and hopefully you feel better. Thanks for working. I hope you had fun. You thought it was a great show. You learned a lot, right? Great experience.
It was a good time.
Yeah. And you got to hang out with Team VolleyChick, teamvolleychick.com. All right, we're going to go today. We're going to call it a day. I think what we could do is, can we take them out on the footage? So, like, they'll get the footage one more time, and we'll leave everybody with that, and we'll say, you know, and then we'll go to commercial and all that stuff. We'll have a great night. Thank you so much for watching. Thank Greg for working so hard. Thank Adam for working so hard. For everyone at BeTerrific, thank you. You're the Terrifics. You make BeTerrific special. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Michael Artsis. BeTerrific.